next 3 hours. On a beautiful day here in East Tennessee, we have a lot to talk about over the next 3 hours. Jason Swain is here, a VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver. I'm Josh Ward. You can join us by calling or texting 865-656-9900.
What does your weather app say?
Well, I'm looking at an approach to 30 degrees. High 20s.
Is that above or below freezing?
What is below freezing?
Okay.
But I think freezing is more of a mindset.
No, you're denying science, Josh. We don't deny science.
In this case, you are correct. There is a number above and a number below, and we're operating in the number below.
But that's okay, though, because just a little pullover today. Not even a jacket.
I've got the little button pullover sweater here.
Yeah, it's not like a windy 27.
We do have access to the sun. When you have that gray, cloudy 29 degrees, and the wind's biting you.
Hey, I want it colder. I want it colder.
Listen to you, Chicago Bears fan.
Well, here's the thing, man. If you drove around Knoxville yesterday, you saw that the roads were pre-treated.
Yeah.
For what?
Hey, I appreciate the preparation.
I get it.
Yeah.
But if we're going to prepare, let's get some snow. That's all I'm saying. If we're going to spend the money to prepare, and I'm all for preparing.
Preparation is important.
But let's get the snow.
Mm-hmm.
You should have prepared. The forecast says you might be in a situation where the roads are icy, so you definitely have to treat the roads. But I just like to see the snow and the ice come with it after the preparation. And, Josh Ward, if it's cold here, that means it's cold in Chicago, baby.
So I'm not a big fan of the cold personally, but I will tell you that I find it to be nice to be inside my own home where I have room temperature access. I can throw on a hoodie, which I often do this time of year, comfortable pants if I want to. I can control all of that and then turn on the TV and watch it be super cold somewhere else where I'm watching that football game. So Saturday, Sunday with football, when I turn on the Bears game against the Rams, I will root for it to look as uncomfortable and as cold as possible, knowing I don't have to be in those elements myself to enjoy it. I do hope that the fans make good decisions. I hate seeing the stories after the fact. If these fans decided to go shirtless or whatever they decide to do, and then they have to go to the hospital afterward to get treatment, let's make some good choices out there. But I will find comfort in my own home watching the brutal cold, and I'll be rooting for your Bears.
You can't beat those allegations
against the Rams.
You can't beat those allegations, can you? Did you just hear yourself? You sound like you from Farragut. you sound like you from Farragut, Josh. I'm going to be cozy in my home, watching TV, watching everyone else be cold and miserable, and I'm going to be just comfortable in my home in Farragut.
Well, I could have mentioned the hot cocoa I might prepare as well, but I left that part out.
Oh, man. Oh, boy.
I look forward to it.
Oh, yeah.
I'll also tell you this as we move forward. We have football to discuss. College basketball was wild last night.
Yeah, man, some buzzer beaters.
Yeah.
I was scouting out Kentucky. First half, I was like, oh my gosh, man, we might beat Kentucky by 20.
Yeah, and still might. Kentucky found a little life.
Second half, I was like, oh man, this is the same Kentucky team that came up in here 2 years ago and shot us out the gym. They couldn't miss in the second half, man.
Yeah.
Oway's not a 3-point shooter. He looked like Rex Chapman last night behind the 3-point line. Man, he was lighting it up. So it was a tale of two halves for the Wildcats last night, and you already
That's
see
disrespectful.
I know. ESPN is already promoting the matchup this weekend between Tennessee and Kentucky. So, hey, looks like it's going to be the top of the priority list for the ESPN. I guess because the SEC bias and all, but whatever.
Sure.
Great matchup, great rivalry game. The series has been, pretty much even in the last 5 or 10 years. I know Kentucky fans hate that, but it is what it is. And we should get a good one this weekend.
Yep. Kentucky wins on the Leitner play against LSU. SMU had a half-court heave to win, and as many had pointed out online, the fire lifts right after the buzzer beater. The man in charge of the pyro, man or woman, whoever he or she was ready on it. Hey, if we hit this shot, we've got to explode, and that happened. So buzzer beaters are fun. We got a little January madness last night in college hoops as Tennessee will get ready to host Kentucky on Saturday, noon tip-off at Food City Center.
I don't know about you, man, but whatever they had going on at the LSU game, at the every bucket, I don't know if you watched the first half, but there's a lot going on.
I tuned in the middle, checked out a little bit, then came back shortly before the end.
Will Wade's going to be the next coach at LSU. You heard it here first.
Bring him home?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's not going well at NC State. The AD, LSU basically put the coach on the hot seat, McMahon, and Will Wade was unbelievable there at LSU.
Yeah.
And you can pay players now.
Yeah, it's the world that he was violating is no longer in existence.
So if I'm LSU, I'm bringing Will Wade back home. That's what I'm doing. I'm sure people can't wait to see him back at LSU complaining about every single call and whining. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, Will Wade is a top 5. You hate to watch him coach the opposing team coach.
Oh, yeah. Bucky McMillan is going to be up there real fast.
Oh, he's a big-time feather ruffler.
Because I caught his little shade.
Yeah.
Referring to the physicality of Tennessee being football-like.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Power 4 football.
Knocking the hell out of our guards. Mm-hmm. In the full court, how many times did our guards hit the deck because you knocked them over? So, stop.
Yeah.
You guys were physical on the perimeter. We were physical in the trenches. We both were playing football. It was a physical basketball game.
Yeah. Did you see the video that Bucky McMillan shot right after the win against Auburn? You know, they had the controversial finish where at first the shot's good. They go to replay, rule that it's not good. So by a millisecond, that was the difference they saw. So he shot a video for the fans for the next home game and said, be there on time because we know if you're a millisecond late, it doesn't count.
Oh, it was great. That was a great video.
It was very well done.
That was Tennessee basketball level content right there.
Yeah, Vol Hoops had a good one.
Man, they
after
sure
the win
did.
a couple nights ago. I don't think we acknowledged it yesterday, but
they sure did.
They're always great. They were extra great a couple nights ago.
Yeah, it was legendary what they put out on Tuesday night.
Yeah, Ricky suggests that Louisville could make Will Wade a strong A offer to come back home.
Louisville?
I'm sorry, he's in Louisville. Oh. LSU, excuse me.
Oh,
the LSU could make a strong A offer to Will Wade to come home.
Yep.
Great text, Ricky. Sorry I botched the delivery. Brooks with another text that I won't read on air, but also well done. 865-656-9900. Vanderbilt went down. Double-digit loss against Texas. Mike enjoyed that one. So it was fun to see Vanderbilt go down.
Does that mean Tennessee's better than Vanderbilt?
I guess we'll find out, won't we?
So, I mean, Tennessee beat down Texas. Texas beat down Vandy, so that means we're better than Vandy. I mean, it would be nice to beat Vandy, And
Tennessee will play at Vanderbilt Saturday, February 21st. And Tennessee will close the regular season at home against Vandy Saturday, March 7th.
Man, they cooking over there, man.
But Vandy was unbeaten until the loss last night.
Yeah, Vandy, they got something going on over there, man. They cooking, man.
Yep.
Kansas League, I give her props.
Yep, for sure. So it's going to be fun in the SEC. Tennessee against Kentucky at home on Saturday with a couple of road games coming up next week. And as we know, when we're in the month of January, there's still a long way to go. But you're in conference play now, and March will be here before we know it. We're a month and a half away. 865-656-9900 if you'd like to be a part of the show today. Thank you for the early interaction. We have conflicting thoughts. Seth is more on the Swain side. If it's going to be cold, it needs to snow.
That's what I'm saying. Bring the snow.
But another text says, Josh, tell Swain to stop saying we need snow. I hate snow because I have to work out in the snow to plow the roads when it does. It's all about perspective.
Stop being selfish. Stop thinking about yourself. The kids deserve snow at least once a year so they can go snowboarding, so they can go down the hills with their slides, so they can make snowmen and snow women, I guess. You throw that in there. But, don't be selfish. Stop thinking about yourself.
We've had a couple of big snows about this time each of the last 2 years.
We have.
Early to mid-January.
We have.
Yep. My kids did the tricks you can do before bed. You can flush ice. You put a spoon under your pillow. I wasn't aware of this one, but Max threw a white crayon into the refrigerator.
Is this kind of like a rain dance, but for snow?
Yeah, it's the snow move, the rain dance of snow moves. Yeah.
What can we do for a quarterback in the portal?
That one's still being worked on.
Ask Max about that. How about we work on the forecast calling for a portal quarterback?
Yeah, I do have one idea for you. It involves the color green, although the green asset is more digital these days. That would be one of the solutions.
I thought you were going to ask.
Or it can be in the form of an awfully big bag.
I thought you were going to ask Lane if we can borrow one of his, since he got large abundance of quarterbacks right now.
Well, in soccer, international soccer, players can be on loan. So, yeah, maybe Tennessee could get an LSU quarterback on loan.
We'll get one, man.
Yeah.
I'm just messing. We'll get one.
Yep. Lori says, once again, Swain is 100% correct. If it's going to be this cold, we need a snow day. It's all about the kids.
Just saying, man. Think about all the teachers and students in Knox County yesterday that saw the roads treated. You know how excited they probably got?
Oh, yeah, gearing up for it.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to stay up late tonight because we ain't going to have school next morning. And they woke up, turned on the news. Wait, I don't see any school closings for Knox County. What's going on? Because you going to school, that's why. That's a bummer, man. Such a buzzkill.
It's probably a top 3 feeling as a kid when you get that just before bed snowfall and they go ahead and announce the closure before you go to bed. So all of a sudden your bedtime, yep, we're extending this bad boy.
Yeah.
And you got all day tomorrow to look forward to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Can't beat that.
Kids deserve that, man.
Yep.
Knox County employees, they deserve that a time or two this year. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, and I would say right now, sorry, kids, but you know what? They wouldn't hear us because they're in the classroom right now.
Well, the good kids are in class.
Right.
The bad ones will probably skip school, listen to the show.
And to you, we salute. We'll come back, 865-656-9900. Thank you for being with us. We're going to have some fun this afternoon. We appreciate you being along as we'll talk transfer portal. We'll talk about the quarterback position. There's a big college hoop story that's not great today, but we'll get to that as well. Tennessee gets ready for Kentucky this upcoming weekend. We'll be with you until 3 o'clock. Jason Swain is here, a VFL and former Tennessee wide receiver. I'm Josh Ward. We're presented by Junk Beyond on Josh and Swain.
The Sports Animal app has a special second stream and a link to our latest videos. Download the Sports Animal app.
Hey, it's Josh. I want to tell you about Amish Elegance Fine Custom Furniture, located at 613 North Campbell Station Road in Farragut, right off the interstate. A beautiful 4,200-foot showroom floor. They have spent this week, they've been spending this week updating, refreshing their showroom, and they're wrapping that up today. You can go by this weekend. You can call and set up an appointment. You can go to the website, AmishElegance.com, to get information on everything that they have available and everything they can build for you. at Amish Elegance. When you go see them in person, you can see and feel the difference in the quality of the furniture that comes from Amish Elegance. If you are looking for Amish-built furniture, that's where you go. Amish Elegance. They can sit down with you, with the design team there, to plan out any type of furniture that you need, all the specifications, and then hand those plans over to the Amish families they work with to build a beautiful piece of furniture for you. It's built to last. It's built to last for generations. Stop by and see them in person at 613 North Campbell Station Road, or start by stopping by the website, AmishElegance.com.
This has been a paid announcement.
His Security Technology, your one-stop shop for all your security and technology needs. We offer state-of-the-art security systems to protect your home or business, as well as cutting-edge technology solutions to enhance your daily life. Our team of experts is dedicated to providing top-quality service and support. Contact His Security Technology today to learn more about how we can help you stay protected and connected. 865-474-9495 or visit hissecurity.com. In God we trust, all others we monitor.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy. In 2011, I founded Wesley Financial Group with one goal in mind: to help honest folks out of their timeshares permanently. Today, I run Wesley with my two sons, a real family business, treating every client and every employee like we'd want our own family treated. That philosophy has helped us grow into the largest, most trusted timeshare cancellation company in the United States. Fortune magazine even recognized us as one of the best places to work. Why? Because we genuinely care. In fact, some of our former clients were so moved by their experience working with us, they joined our team so they could help others to timeshare freedom. If you're stuck in a timeshare, give us a call. Let our family help your family.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit kit. 800-858-1199. That's 800-858-1199. 800-858-1199.
Hey there, beautiful. It's a new year, and it's time for a new crush. And I'm the Cadillac Casanova. This January at Cadillac of Knoxville, I'm starting the year with a little temptation. Interest rates as low as 2.9 on XT5s, Optics, Lyrics, and Vistix. Go ahead, treat yourself. Sleek style, refined comfort, and a drive that knows how to make the first move. But don't wait too long, sweetheart. These January specials won't last long. Start the new year falling hard with the Cadillac Casanova at Cadillac of Knoxville.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. And you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
The hottest sports stories of the day, broken down to their very core with honest, informed opinions. Here's Josh and Swain on the Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. Presented by Junk Beyond, East Tennessee's junk removal specialists, online at junkbeyond.biz, 865-656-9900 if you would like to join us as we continue to monitor movement in the transfer portal, as have just a couple of days to go here, a little less than that, in terms of the hours remaining to enter the portal. Remember, there is one portal window. There had been two, one during the winter time, or the winter break, because it had been December, it moved to January, but the second one that occurred after spring has closed. So there is one portal window to enter once you enter, you can transfer and go somewhere else. So we'll see if anything transpires with somebody entering from Tennessee, and we'll continue to monitor who Tennessee might be able to get, who might enter at the quarterback position. Jake Merklinger on his way to UConn. By the way, that was a question we asked yesterday. Hey, where's Jake Merklinger going to go? And it looks like the answer is UConn.
Man, good luck, Merklinger. Hope he does very well up there and does his thing, man.
Yeah, hope he does well.
All the players that leave Tennessee, I hope they do well, unless they're playing against Tennessee.
Yeah, they have a new coach, Jason Candle, who did a really good job at Toledo. He took the UConn job after Jim Moore Jr. left.
Yeah. Merk Slinger. Yeah, I was wondering where he was going to go. I'm glad that he finally found a place. I think the portal is fascinating. I think what's becoming one of my favorite parts about it is when you see a player hit the portal and they have a do not contact tag on.
Yeah.
Wake Forest starting left tackle has been the latest to hit the portal with a do not contact tag.
Well, I looked at the latest portal intel from On3. Pete Nakos, I think, was putting a lot of it together, but it was just going player by player, and it had an update on Jordan Seaton, and it had the schools to watch, but it also had the reminder he hasn't actually entered the portal yet. So you already have schools to watch for a player who has not officially entered the portal, and it mentioned Colorado is still working to see if he might just change his mind and stay. So you have updates on schools to watch for a player who isn't in there yet.
So how did Pete get those schools? You just randomly guess?
Yeah, probably just a guess.
Schools that were probably interested, or
because there can't be communication. I wouldn't think.
Man, some guys prefer to play a rigged game normal, and some folks realize that you can't win a rigged game. So, but it's the same schools that you hear for a really good player. It's the Texas Tech, it's the Oregons, it's the Miamis. You got Jordan Seaton and Michael Irvin having dialogue on social
I saw
media.
that. Yeah, that's a little odd. Also, update. So what I had read was this morning there is an update that just came out. Jordan Seaton, remember, he is an offensive tackle who we thought was likely headed to Tennessee. He went to Colorado.
Yep.
He was trying to get Boo Carter to join him at Colorado. Boo is at Colorado. Well, Seaton now is officially in the transfer portal. And according to Pete Nakos at On3, the first school that is expected to land a visit from Seaton is Texas.
What? I am shocked, Josh.
And the two schools that Pete wrote earlier today will be worth watching or keeping an eye on, Texas and Oregon.
What?
Yep. So I know that'll surprise you, but there it is. So we'll see what happens with Jordan Seaton. He is a talented offensive tackle heading into his third season, and Texas is worth paying attention to because they're a contender in the SEC. That's also Tennessee's first SEC opponent, and Texas has been very aggressive. They added Cam Coleman, who I would say is the best wide receiver in this portal class, one of the best receivers in the country.
Yeah.
And then Hollywood Smothers, who transferred from NC State, committed to Alabama, and then changed his mind to go to Texas.
Smothers is just a funny last name to me. It's hard not to think about The Simpsons, but he's a good player.
Yep.
I mean, I kind of wish we got in on him, but I understood what it was going to probably cost and what you were going to have to guarantee to a guy like him because he's such a good player, and I'm sure we're not able to do that.
Yeah, with needs at other positions, and you think about budgeting and all that, plus Deshaun Bishop coming back in the position he's in, probably wouldn't make sense for Tennessee, and maybe not even Smothers, knowing the role that Bishop will have coming back.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, so
it's about fits.
Yeah, but you probably haven't heard this. That Texas game, that's going to be a big one for Tennessee. SEC opener at home.
Yeah, there's a lot of big games in that schedule, buddy.
There are a few.
If you haven't heard, it ain't the 2024 schedule.
No. You offered that rebuttal, which I agree with yesterday when the 2024 team was brought up. Hey, didn't have a great offense. Quarterback play wasn't elite, but look what we did. Relied on the defense, went 10-2, made the playoff. but that was with that schedule. Next year's schedule, we'll have games that Tennessee can win, but we'll have more losable games, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, you're replacing a pay game with an SEC game. So, by default, the game is going to be harder. Now, Larry, I know I mentioned the pay game. No need for a rant about the scheduling. But, yeah, like the schedule is going to be harder. To what extent, I don't know. Will it be a little bit harder or a lot harder? I don't know that, but it's definitely going to be more challenging than it was when you were able to play Mississippi State, Arkansas, and bottom dwellers, Kentucky. So you got to be on your best, man. You got to put your best foot forward and prepare to do that. Starting now.
Yep.
Actually, the moment that you finish playing up in the bowl game, it's on the 2026 season for you.
Also, Swain, it is official from the University of Oklahoma Oklahoma University. Don't want to be a recruit messing it up. Jason Witten officially joining the Oklahoma coaching staff. Brent Venables and Jason Witten putting out a statement a few moments ago.
Whatever. I did not need that update, Josh. But thank you for doing your job and being such a great deliverer or messenger of the news. Thank you.
By the way, I had it right the first time. I got myself confused. It is the University of Oklahoma.
OU.
Yeah, I had OU in my mind, so Oklahoma University, nobody cares, but I apologize for the confusion. But the news item is that Jason Witten is officially on the staff at Oklahoma. He will coach tight ends. It's kind of an odd sight seeing the image with him in the Oklahoma gear.
Well, it's going to be weird. Not only seeing him in that, but it's going to be weird when Tennessee plays Oklahoma and we're on the opposite sideline. That is going to be extremely weird.
Yep.
Because, like, as a former player that's breaking into coaching, it's like he just jumped in. If you're going to jump in anywhere, I would think it would be at the school you played at and was a legend at. But he's jumping in without having to be a GA or quality control guy. He's just jumping straight in. Day one, boom, at another SEC school. That's what makes it weird.
Yeah, Witten said in his statement, I know what the expectations and standards of Oklahoma football are. I'm excited to lean into and embrace those. Along the way, it's also a great privilege to positively impact young men, to help them become the best players they can be and the best men they can be. That's one of the things I respect the most about Coach Venables, that those things are not mutually exclusive. You can take on the responsibility to lead men, but also be highly competitive in your craft. I try to uphold those standards on and off the field. Jason Witten, the new tight ends coach at Oklahoma.
You know, there was a time when I don't know if I can still do it, but on 247 Sports, excuse me, you can media members were allowed to give their crystal ball predictions on certain athletes. I did it like once or twice. I stopped doing it. But you know what? I think it's probably a safe bet to go ahead and crystal ball Lil Witten to OU as a linebacker commit.
Yeah, that feels like a safe prediction right now.
Yeah. Probably don't need to hit the confidence level at like a 6 or 7. Might as well go ahead and do about an 8 or 9 on that one. Maybe even higher. But hey.
So you used to put in some crystal ball predictions?
Yeah, but I felt dirty doing it.
Uh-huh.
Because I, as a former recruit myself, I didn't want to ruin people's announcement and their surprise. So I stopped doing it.
David asks, can you enter the transfer portal this week and then decide to transfer or come back to your school in the spring? Yes.
Yep. This week, as in by tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah, that's right.
Saturday will be too late. So you got to do it today or tomorrow. This is what I'm feeling about the portal right now. Maybe you can tell me if I'm wrong, but it's probably best if you are a player to get in early while everybody has their budgets than right now, because a lot of schools have spent a lot of their money. And if your school, it's probably best to get in early on a kid while you have the entire amount of your budget. A lot of schools are kind of at the end of the road with their budget. And so you're trying to get value. It's kind of like drafting in the 5th, 6th, or 7th round, it feels like, right now.
We'll continue the conversation. There is a lot to discuss, and we'll continue to invite your questions, your comments. Text box is filling up. We'll open it up. Coming back, 865-656-9900. Thank you for being with us today on Josh and Swain.
Leaky pipes.
Oh, no.
Toilets clogged.
Oh, crap.
Don't freak out. Just call us. Problem solved.
Okay.
Valley Plumbing. Any plumbing issue, anytime. Call Valley Plumbing at 865-351-0643 or visit valleyplumbingtn.com.
Time now for a Sports Animals Sports Minute.
In the NFL, the New York Giants are closing in on an agreement to make John Harbaugh their team's next head coach. Harbaugh has spent the last 18 seasons as coach of the Baltimore Ravens, going 180 and 113 while winning a Super Bowl before he was fired last week after the team missed the playoffs this year. The Giants have gone 7-27 over the past 2 seasons and fired former head coach Brian Daboll in November. NBA games in action tonight at 7 o'clock. The Suns visit the Pistons. At 7:30, the Heat welcome the Celtics. The Thunder take on the Rockets. 8 o'clock, Spurs meet the Bucks. 8:30, the Jazz visit the Mavericks. 10 o'clock, Warriors host the Knicks. Hawks take on the Trailblazers. And the Lakers host the Hornets at 10:30. NHL tonight at 7, Canadians visit the Sabres. Flyers take on the Penguins. Sharks visit the Capitals. Blue Jackets host the Canucks. 8 o'clock, Kraken visit the Bruins. Wild take on the Jets. 8:30, Flames visit the Blackhawks. And at 9 o'clock, the Oilers take on the Islanders. I'm Joel Silverberg.
If you are a business owner looking for a service truck or cargo van, well, Freedom Motors is the place for you. Sedans, SUVs, pickup trucks, especially for the guys who are looking to pull a boat or a trailer. There's 2 locations to serve you in Clinton. Freedom Motors can take care of you as well. They specialize in the first-time buyers program, also second chance financing. They offer financing for all types of credit using local credit unions and national banks. You can check out their selection and get the process started by visiting their website at freedommotorstn.com. Their number, 865-269-4090. That's Freedom Motors. Keep freedom rolling.
This has been a paid announcement.
Since 1997, we've been serving the wings that changed it all, plus the best burgers, wraps, and more. Come see us today at our Farragut or Murrayville location or our franchise location at Westtown. Big flavor, big friendly, big Kahuna Wings.
Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-523-3030. 800-523-3030. 800-523-3030.
Because we have lawyers in all 50 states, I see lots of lawyers' ads. Most seem to be bragging on results, but are they true or misleading? For example, simple. In some cases, a firm may try a case even though the at-fault party has no lawyer, then brag in the ad about their results. My son Matt got one for nearly $50 million, but we never collected one dime. Some lawyers may say they got a result even though they were sitting second chair at a firm like mine, and even though they had little to do with it. Happens all the time. All that glitters is not gold. At Morgan & Morgan, our results are real. Visit forthepeople.com and go to settlements and verdicts to see for yourself what your case may be worth before you hire a law firm. Do your homework. Fact check. It's easy and too important not to. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial pound law.
Morgan & Morgan, 150 4th Avenue North, Nashville, Tennessee. Tennessee lawyer will handle Tennessee cases. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Swipe left, swipe right. Dating has become very impersonal. But if one of those swipe rights has led you to the right person, I would like to invite you to stop by TK Wheeler Jewelers for a very personal visit. You'll find a gorgeous selection of engagement rings and bridal sets that you can actually try on before you decide. Bring the person you swiped right to TK Wheeler Jewelers today. One woman, one diamond, one place to go. TK Wheeler Jewelers in Oak Ridge next to Outback.
Hey, I'm Josh Hemphill, right here in Knoxville. Let's talk about something that's not always top of mind, but still really important, life insurance. The Josh Hemphill State Farm team can help you understand options that best fit your family. Contact us right here in Powell at 865-512-7542.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Temperatures plummet today with highs at or below freezing but feeling more like the teens the bulk of the day. Now, any lingering flurries will gradually taper, but we are looking ahead to another system that could bring us another quick shot of rain and some elevation snow closing out the week. In the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Sydney Sullivan.
At Ingalls, we know the ever-present struggle of what am I going to make for dinner this week? That's why we started the Ingalls Table. It's all waiting for you at ingalls-markets.com. Ingalls, low prices, love the savings.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by Junk Be Gone. Rent any dumpster at regular rate and get 2 extra days free. Junk Be Gone, the bee's knees of junk removal for 2 decades.
Fair, honest sports conversation from two guys that define credibility. Here's Josh and Swain on 99.1, the Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Mike in Atlanta followed up, so is Jason Witten still a VFL? Just kidding. We don't have to go down that road yesterday that we did yesterday.
You called out, Josh.
Hey, you know what? I was called out yesterday and should have been. Should have been more clear at the beginning when we had the VFL discussion. And if you missed it, our summarized opinion is, hey, fans, alumni, those paying for your kids' school, a lot of different qualifications to be considered a VFL. We were having the discussion from the former athlete at the school standpoint, which you are. You're a VFL, unquestioned. But Jason Witten, we consider a VFL. We also consider him to be the tight ends coach at Oklahoma because they made that official earlier this hour. We had this question in the text box. Hook and Seymour, have you all seen the picture of George McIntyre and his receivers? They've been down there working out in Florida, South Florida.
Yep, I've seen it.
He also asked, can those fancy nutritionists whip up some biscuits and gravy for George? That has been a continued talking point of George McIntyre trying to put on some weight, trying to get bigger.
Yeah, I mean, I think some folks have tried to ignore the fact that George, his stature can be a concern. You look at, and folks have made this point, Ainge and Schaefer, they started as freshmen and played as true freshmen in 2004. Well, they didn't finish the season either.
Right.
Neither one of them finished the season. And you know why they didn't finish the season? Do you remember their injuries?
You have to remind me on Schaefer. I remember Ainge getting driven to the ground and injured against Notre Dame.
Both of them had a shoulder.
Okay.
Schaefer got, around the shoulder area. Schaefer got hit while he was throwing a flag route versus South Carolina, day game, to C.J. Faden. It's a perfect ball, by the way, but he got crushed. It was a rollout. Ainge got hurt right before halftime. Both guys did not finish the season. So I don't think it's a coincidence that you have freshman players that have not been in a weight room program for entire offseason fail to get up after being driven into the ground. Ainge didn't have those problems after that year because Johnny Long got him right. And so that's the concern. And look at your strength program right now. It's not necessarily the hottest. You don't have a strength coach. So the hope is once you get a new one that these next 7 months, George can put on the weight, the muscle that he needs to protect himself. That's what it's about. It's about protecting himself from injury. When you go through the offseason and you're trying to improve your flexibility, yeah, it's to perform better. No doubt about it. You're more explosive. But it's to prevent injury. Because if you're more flexible, instead of tearing the muscle, there's a slight sprain. Instead of a slight sprain, you're not hurting it at all. That's the importance of flexibility. So George's weight, yeah, it's a concern. And it was a big fail by the strength staff, whether they did everything they could or not. It still was a missed opportunity because George is supposed to be in a better situation to physically be able to compete, take care of himself, and play in this conference. He had an entire year to redshirt. That's not just to get ahead academically. That's to get ahead physically. That's to get ahead mentally. And I'm sure he got ahead mentally, but he didn't get ahead physically. And that was a huge opportunity that was missed. So you hope with the new strength coach that tactics, approaches can be used to make sure that this guy is physically able to get up from a hit because he's going to get hit. I don't care how good the offensive line is going to be. He's going to get hit because you're going to face really good defensive linemen. And you're going to want to throw the ball down the field, and that's going to give the defensive lineman more time to get to your quarterback. And your quarterback is going to have to stand in the pocket like Ty Simpson did this year and take a hit while delivering the football. The question is, will he get up?
Yeah, because Ty got beaten up this year.
He sure did.
Nathan asked, do you think Dylan Raiola goes back in the portal with Dante Moore staying at Oregon? All indications I've seen is that Raiola will stay, and the reports ahead of Moore's decision was that Raiola was committing to Oregon whether Moore was going pro or not.
If Raiola was smart, he would have went to Oregon knowing that Dante Moore was staying. I think it's a better situation for Raiola to go and sit for a year. This man had to be thrown in the fire as a true freshman. Mm-hmm. And that's tough. Like, he wasn't successful as he could have been if he would have sat and redshirted his first year, even as a five-star quarterback. That's kind of the point I've been making for weeks now. Dylan Raiola would have been a better player in his first year playing collegiate football if he would have sat a year. But he was thrown in the fire. This will be the first time and a great opportunity for him to sit back, learn the offense, and have a full grasp of it so that way he can think fast and play fast when he's a starter after Dante Moore. And you just think about the roadmap. I mean, Dante Moore sat and watched and was able to have a great year that he had last year, great year that he had this year, and he's looking forward to having another one this next year. It's okay to sit and watch for a year, and he'll have a good opportunity. I think it's a perfect scenario for him.
Yep. I think it's advantageous in most cases.
Yeah.
And it appears Dylan Raiola and people around him believe the same. So that's a big win for Oregon. to have Dante Moore come back and Dylan Raiola come in, assuming he sticks with it, which he reportedly will. 865-656-9900. Thanks for the questions. The interaction, will continue it right here. Presented by Junk Begun on Josh and Swain.
You can now enjoy UT Sports on TV while hearing the Vol Network play-by-play on the Sports Animal timed with it. Here's how to sync it up. We delay the Sports Animal radio broadcast just a bit, so when the game reaches kickoff, tip-off, or first pitch, pause your TV, then listen to the Sports Animal broadcast. At the moment the game starts on the radio, release pause on your TV. Now you're in perfect sync, watching the action while hearing the Vol Network call live on 99.1, the Sports Animal. It's the best seat in the house. Your house.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy. In 2011, I founded Wesley Financial Group with one goal in mind, to help honest folks out of their timeshares permanently. Today, I run Wesley with my two sons, a real family business, treating every client and every employee like we'd want our own family treated. That philosophy has helped us grow into the largest, most trusted timeshare cancellation company in the United States. Fortune magazine even recognized us as one of the best places to work. Why? Because we genuinely care. In fact, some of our former clients were so moved by their experience working with us, they joined our team so they could help others to timeshare freedom. If you're stuck in a timeshare, give us a call. Let our family help your family.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit kit. 800-858-1199. That's 800-858-1199. 800-858-1199.
Join the Hurricane Show with Brian Rice this Friday from 9 to noon at Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville on Callahan Drive. Stop by and meet the guys and see the all-new Kia Tellurides. Only at Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville this Friday with 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Mission New Year cleanup has begun with the agents at Zero Res Carpet Cleaning. Only Zero Res can save your carpets with their ZR water and non-toxic cleaners safe for people, pets, as well as the planet. Now here's the deal. For a limited time, you can get 2 rooms cleaned for free with the purchase of 2 rooms. So keep your family healthy this year with Zero Res, where you can easily schedule online. That is ZeroResKnoxville.com.
The day you said I do, the day you brought your baby home from the hospital, the moment you knew forever was real. Some memories live quietly in your heart. Others you hold in your hand. Hi, I'm Andy Lehman with Lehman Jewelers. At Lehman Jewelers, we believe that jewelry isn't just an accessory, it's a keepsake, a symbol, a whisper from the past, a gift that speaks louder than words ever could. Give the gift that says everything. Whether it's a one-of-a-kind custom design, a hand-selected vintage piece with a history all its own, or a classic that never goes out of style, we'll help you find something that tells your story and becomes a part of theirs. Because the best gifts don't just sparkle, they mean something. They mark moments, celebrate love, honor memory, and create a legacy. Come find yours at Lehman Jewelers. Give them more than jewelry. Give them a memory. It all starts at Lehman Jewelers.
At Enrichment Federal Credit Union, we believe loyalty should be rewarded. That's why every member gets an ownership rewards account. No sign-ups, no fine print, just real rewards for everyday banking. Use your debit or credit card for everyday purchase and watch the cashback rewards roll in. Each month, your cashback rewards are deposited into your ownership rewards account. And with a 5.12% APY, your money doesn't just sit, it grows. Enrichment Federal Credit Union, where loyalty pays and everyday spending earns.
Want to create a beautiful outdoor space? Call Tennessee Deck and Fence. We're your local deck and fence experts. We offer a no-pressure approach so you can relax as our team works with you to design a deck or fence that perfectly suits your needs and style. We use only the highest quality materials and expert craftsmanship to ensure a long-lasting, beautiful product. Call us today, 865-304-0955, or you can visit TennesseeDeckandFence.com for a free consultation. Let's create a backyard you're going to love.
Hey, I'm Josh Hemphill, right here in Knoxville. Let's talk about something that's not always top of mind, but still really important, life insurance. The Josh Hemphill State Farm team can help you understand options that best fit your family. Contact us right here in Farragut at 865-675-3999.
I'm Pat Boyle here to help you beat the books at 1-1 Sports.
49ers and Seahawks square off for the second time in 3 weeks, and I'm expecting this meeting to look much different from last time. I think Kyle Shanahan's offense can thrive on the road as long as Trent Williams plays. The all-world left tackle made a huge difference against Philly. He will do so again on Saturday. Seattle's defense can be burned through the air, and even without Kittle, I think the Niners can move it effectively. I'll take the points with San Francisco, and I like the over as well. I'm Pat Boyle. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetMGM app today.
You know the rush when you reach that goal, when something you've worked for pays off. That's success. At University of Maryland Global Campus, we believe you should never stop chasing it. That's why we offer a skills-based education that helps move your career forward. Learn how to apply emerging technologies like AI and data science. Build your leadership and critical thinking skills. Apply by February 11th and save with no application fee. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
This is Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. Final segment of hour number 1 with you until 3 o'clock every day, presented by Junk Beyond, 865-656-9900 with NFL Divisional Round weekend coming up in the playoffs. We'll talk to Alan Bell of Driving the Line at the start of next hour about that. Check in with Chris Lowe later on 3.com with the college football national championship game coming up on Monday. Indiana, a huge favorite against Miami. Chris has a really good story today on Indiana, not just the players they've come in. There's been a lot of attention on, well, they brought in these older players, which is true, but these were guys that were coming from smaller schools. Like one of their big impactful players on the defensive side played at Kent State last year. Remember that Kent State team? They were all-time awful. Came in and made a huge impact. So they identified players who maybe weren't coveted elsewhere and then helped them get ready to play on the field, help them develop, and look at the result. So it's the identification of the right players who have developed in some ways but still have work to do, and finding out who's going to fit in what we're going to try to do. Kurt Cignetti has done it as well as anybody we've seen with the turnaround in Indiana.
Man, Kurt Cignetti has made it really uncomfortable for a lot of coaches around the country.
Yep. Every school that made hires this cycle with big expectations, their fan bases are going to say, well, why can't we do that?
Well, those coaches are cool because their clock just restarted.
Schools that have had coaches in place for a number of years, you're getting to. Yeah. Yeah,
man. Like the coaches that have been at their school for 3, 4, 5 years, and they have all the resources. Remember all the coaches that got fired in the SEC because of Nick Saban? Because everyone trying to chase Nick Saban? Well, Kurt Cignetti, and, I mean, it's only one Nick Saban, right? And, hey, maybe one Kurt Cignetti. But when you look at what Nick Saban did, he did it at Alabama. That's a blue blood. Mm-hmm. It's a power program. They've always been great at football, I guess, for the most part. But this is Indiana. So think about how those big boosters feel who are paying the bills at Florida State and Texas and Miami and Tennessee and USC, Notre Dame. They're like, wait a minute. If Indiana can do that, we can do that. If Kurt Cignetti can do that from James Madison, we can do that. So I think it puts more pressure on guys that have been – at their positions for, 3+ years. But I think the guys like Summerall and Stein and all those guys who just got hired this cycle, I mean, hey, man, they got a fresh 5-year deal right now.
Yeah, you're right. I would put an asterisk next to Alex Golesh at Auburn, not because of him, but because of that place.
It's Auburn.
Yeah, Auburn.
It's Auburn.
Auburn follows its own set of rules and weird guidelines over there.
You better win. There's going to be some stuff about you on the net message boards.
Yeah.
About your personal life, probably.
Yeah, so nothing I just said has anything to do with Alex Golesh. It has to do with being there on the plains.
Yeah, it's Auburn, man.
That is a different kind of world.
It's Auburn. They were freaking out about Cam Coleman leaving.
Right.
They thought the world was ending. It's one player. Is he good? Yeah, but he wasn't good. Y'all wasn't good with him. How about you try not having them and see how it works out?
Hey, we had a final minute this hour. We had a few texts asking about food allergy and how much that affects George McIntyre. He does have to deal with some kind of food allergy that affects the nutrition side, but there are, of course, ways for him to still be able to add weight through both nutrition and the weight room.
Tennessee is a multi-million-dollar corporation. You got to go find a way to make it happen, because I'm pretty sure the Texas defensive lineman is not going to say, hey, I'm about to tackle you, but I'm going to make sure I don't tackle you hard because you have a food allergy. No, they're going to try to bury you. And if you're not able to withstand that hit and absorb that contact, you're going to get hurt. So it's not like George just sitting around, not trying.
Right.
I mean, could he done some things better? Probably, but some of it was out of his control. But that's why it's important to have a strength staff and a nutritional staff in place that can deal with this and get results. Excuses are not acceptable. Like, it just, you have to get results. Period, point blank. Yep. There's too much money involved. This is $1 billion. This is a business worth millions of dollars. So, yes, all that is true about what he's having to fight against. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure he ain't the only player that's had to deal with this, and they found a way. So if you're Tennessee, you got to find a way. You got to get this dude the opportunity to protect himself and be successful if he's able to win the job. You got to set him up for success, man. You have to set him up for success. That's what a support staff is all about.
For sure. We will come back. We will talk about who might succeed in the NFL playoffs this weekend when we talk to Alan Bell at Driving the Line. He joins us next as hour number 2 begins on Josh and Swain.
It's time to transform your old, outdated kitchen into the dream space you and your family want. Kitchen Sales can make those dreams a reality. Kitchen Sales carries the largest selection of fine kitchen and bathroom cabinetry that ranges from a more affordable line all the way up to a fully custom line. See the selection for yourself at one of their 2 amazing showrooms, Hoyt Avenue, just off Cherry Street, and in the Town and Country Circle near Best Buy. For more information, go to kitchensales.net.
Kitchen Sales, cabinets and countertops. We are the place to shop. Come on down.
Hey, it's Josh. I want to talk to you about Brogan Financial. Brogan Financial is led by Jim Brogan, with the team working every day to help serve their clients in their pursuit of financial independence. They rely on old-fashioned values, expert knowledge, genuine understanding. The team at Brogan Financial can help you. They can help answer any questions you have. They work every single day to provide excellent service. They work to provide the information you need, and they rely on the integrity that they base everything around. They have a comprehensive plan they can put together for you: income planning, investment management, tax planning, estate and legacy planning, healthcare planning, which can sound like a lot, and there's a lot that goes into that. Their expert knowledge and their ability to communicate clearly to you will help you along the way so that you can reach your financial goals, your life goals for retirement and beyond. They've been doing it since 2001. They work every day as a fiduciary, meaning they have a responsibility to act solely in the best interest of the client. See how Brogan Financial can help you as a client? Go to broganfinancial.com.
This has been a paid announcement.
Aim double pump, makes it. Phillips slammed her.
It's basketball time in Tennessee. Tennessee Vols and Lady Vols single game tickets are on sale now. Make plans now to join the fun for one of the best atmospheres in college basketball this season at Food City Center. Tickets for select games are going fast. Purchase yours at allvols.com before it's too late. It's basketball time at the Food City Center. Visit allvols.com.
Let's go! Join 99.1 The Sports Animal this Sunday morning at 10 for the NFL Report. John Wilkerson and a rotating group of the Sports Animal staff discuss the games, players, trades, and injuries that make the NFL the most popular pro sport in the country. For well over 20 years, the NFL Report is the place to start your pro football Sunday. This week, join the NFL Report live at Blue Moose on the Parkway in Gatlinburg.
You're either in or you're out. And some things need to be kept in. And some things need to be kept out.
Whether it's for safety, curb appeal, or privacy, Cantrell Fence Company separates the in from the out. Aluminum, wood, vinyl, or chain link, we can meet your needs. Let us help you keep what's important in and the rest out. Get your instant estimate today at CantrellFence.com.
Men all around Knoxville are celebrating the difference Men's Pro has made in their life. I'm Evan Bass, founder of the clinic. If you're struggling with ED, we want you to be able to celebrate as well. As men, we hate going to the doctor, but Men's Pro was designed to take care of men like you better. These things can get worse if untreated, but you're not alone. The medical support team at Men's Pro has your back. Today's the day to feel alive again. ED, performance issues, enhancement. We've effectively helped men jumpstart their performance comprehensively and with proven medication dialed in just for you. With same-day booking, you can meet our passionate team, and under guidance from our medical provider, you could leave with a plan that changes your life. The number one thing we hear guys say is, I forgot how I used to feel. Guys, it's time to feel amazing and crush this new year. Call my team right now and let us treat you to an unforgettable experience. Dial 865-544-8220 or go to menspronknoxville.com.
From the Budweiser Studios, this is WNML AM Knoxville, WNML FM Friendsville, streaming worldwide at 99.1 thesportsanimal.com and on the Sports Animal app. We are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is a Westwood One Sports Minute.
John Harbaugh will become the next head coach of the New York Giants. The former Ravens coach and winner of the Super Bowl in 2012 is a serious upgrade at head coach for the Giants. With a talented defensive line, a young quarterback, and lots of weapons on offense, don't be surprised if the Giants add to the list of teams that go from worst to first from one year to the next. I'm Chris Black.
Chumba Casino brings non-stop fun straight to your screen. Anytime, anywhere. Explore hundreds of games like slots, blackjack, and instant scratch-style cards. Sign up to unlock your free welcome bonus and daily login bonuses. And enjoy your chance at exciting prizes without spending a thing. Just click, play, and enjoy the ride. Sponsored by VGW Group. No purchase necessary. See terms at ChumbaCasino.com. Must be over 21 and present in a state where it's legal to play.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by Junk Be Gone. Rent any dumpster at regular rate and get 2 extra days free. Junk Be Gone, the bee's knees of junk removal for 2 decades.
Welcome into hour number 2 of Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. Jason Swain is here. VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver. I'm Josh Ward. We begin hour number 2 going to the Stanley Fencing and Gates hotline. We get to say hello to Alan Bell at Driving the Line. You can watch him each and every day on YouTube. We have a big football weekend coming up. Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday with the national championship game in college football. Alan, good afternoon. How are you?
Gentlemen, doing fantastic. Y'all doing all right?
Hey, we're doing very well. You pick. You want to start with the big NFL weekend coming up Saturday, Sunday, or start with college football, come back to the pros with the title game on Monday? Which direction we go first?
Let's do that. College football. Let's go.
Okay. Indiana. It is so odd to me. Not only what they've done, but Indiana's a big favorite in the national title game against mighty Miami. Miami actually had to kind of sneak its way in, but it's still the power program you think of. What do you think here with Indiana being a big favorite against Miami, which does have a lot of talent, but we know what Indiana's done to this point against other big-time power programs?
And it's a home game for Miami as well, right?
That's right.
And it feels like there's no amount of a point spread large enough for Indiana. This team just feels destined, and they have the coach that is going to want to put up 1,000 points in this game, not to be disrespectful to Miami, but just to show this is what we do around here. I respect everything about Cignetti in Indiana. I think it's going to be a heck of a game. That Miami defense is no joke. That front four, front seven is all going to the NFL. We got a heck of a game, but to me, Indiana 8.5, I'll do it because they've just been proving it over and over and over.
How you feel about the over-under in that one?
You know, that's the other thing. Is that, look, Indiana's defense can play too. I lean to the under. What about you, Swain?
Swain dropped the headphones there for a moment. 47.5. I'll be honest with you. When I think about how good they can be up front, I know how dialed in Indiana is with their defense. I lean lower scoring and it being tougher. That's why the number itself, 8.5, it feels big. It felt big in the Ohio State game, and we know how that ended up playing out because I know how good they are up front. So I kind of lean closer, more defensive battle, but also, I mean, Mendoza's just been terrific and efficient, and they have playmaking. So, but each team though they have big play potential at the skill positions.
I'm so embarrassed, man. I just dropped my earpiece, man. I couldn't even hear the question, AB. I'm embarrassed, man.
Look. The question was, all right, the over-under, all right, 47.5, right? So I said the under, and you dropped it. It was like, well, you know what? I think that's a sign. Like, I'm feeling the under. Both these defenses can play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Swain, what do you think, man? Like, where do you go with the total?
But they can create points on defense. Both teams have done that here in the postseason.
That AB, and also think about how Shannon Dawson was managing Carson Beck. Carson Beck's biggest problem in his days at Georgia, in the games that they lost at Miami, was him throwing interceptions. So if you throw a pick six like Dante Moore, or you throw an interception inside your own territory, you're just giving Indiana a better opportunity to score more points. So if Carson Beck can take care of the football, then we might see this under. But if he is turning the ball over, then we might see the over. We really might.
Yeah, it's wild to think of what you just said. The defense plays so well that we like more points. But you're exactly right, you know? It's spot on, man. And I got to say, every Raider fan out there is saying, all right, just stay healthy one more game, Mendoza. One more game and you're a Raider, baby.
Yeah, one more game and the Raiders are back. It feels good. It feels right. Very excited about it. Alan Bell is with us at Driving the Line. There's our transition. Well done, Alan, to the NFL. Here's the schedule for the weekend. Saturday afternoon, 4:30 on CBS. The Bills will play in Denver against the Broncos. Then Saturday night, the 49ers will play in Seattle, a third game between the divisional opponents, 49ers and the Seahawks. And then on Sunday, 3 o'clock kick on ABC ESPN, the Texans at the Patriots. And then Sunday evening, 6:30 Eastern Time. It's going to be cold up there in Chicago. The Bears hosting the Rams. Which game stands out? I'm not going to ask that. Bears-Rams. What do you think there, Alan?
Yeah, that's the game, baby. That's the game.
Yeah. So here's the fascinating part. You have likely the worst weather of any of the four games, and you have the highest total. And that goes to show you that the Rams offense can play, and so can the Bears. Look, you can give me the Bears with a point. At home, I'm feeling this team, and I saw them practice it outside. They didn't like it at first, but then they got adjusted to it. I love the culture of this team, man. I love where they're at. That was a big win. So, Bears are nothing from me. Swain, where are we going?
Hey, man, I was nervous about us playing the Packers, but it was at home. We found a way. I know the Rams are a better football team, but I don't know about Matthew Stafford in those cold conditions, man. He doesn't have the best track record. It's going to be a tough test because I think Rams offense will give Bears defense some trouble. But I'm going with the Bears, man. I'm going with the Bears.
Yeah, there we go. I love it. Yeah, hey, a lot of travel for the Rams too, man. Just went 3,000 miles each way last week, going halfway across the country there to Chicago. The weather, I think right now it's 19 degrees and snowing with all kinds of stuff mixed in. You know it's going to be windy, so, woo, man, we're going to have a game there.
I need it colder.
Alan Bell at Driving the Line. What do we think about the Saturday games? Either or, both, whatever you want to do. Bills, Broncos, 49ers, Seahawks. What do you think about those two games?
Yeah, so, all right, two teams that are the number one teams that had a bye, all right, is the biggest thing, right? Seattle and Denver. So in college football playoffs, that didn't play out so well for teams. However, in the NFL, it tends to, right? You get rest. And these other two teams are kind of on a short week. Look, I like Denver. Josh Allen and the Bills are on fire right now. I know he's coming in banged up, and you're going to have to cut that man's legs off for him not to play. But Denver's really good, and that defense is really good. We go to Seattle. We just saw this game, a couple weeks ago. Seattle handled their business, very low-scoring game. I think it's going to be similar to that. And I think Sam Darnold's going to have something he wants to prove after. Remember how his season ended last year? I got a feeling that he's going to come out and play. So Seattle all day. And then in the first game, I'll take Denver at 1.5. But, man, that's going to be a fun one.
That Houston defense, though, AB, man, that's something you got to factor in. It is for real.
It is. It is very, very for real, man. And again, it's weird to think that they're a dome team, right? But, I don't think of them that way because obviously the defense travels. And if C.J. Stroud's not putting the ball on the ground, Houston is a problem. Yeah.
NBA All-Star game is around the corner. How do you look at potential NBA opportunities when it's right in the middle of the season and these guys are kind of winding down, getting ready for the All-Star break?
Yeah. Watch big road swings, watch injuries, right? Like the Knicks tonight, all right? They're 7.5-point underdogs on the road against Golden State. I actually think the Knicks will play pretty well in this game, but you had no Jalen Brunson. Probably was going to have to show up there. But, you just take it. You really got to look at injuries, and you got to look at the roster and look at where they're traveling because we're on the West Coast swings. Man, those tend to add up, and they start sitting players. So the biggest thing is just watch your rosters, about an hour before tip-off because they are subject to change, I assure you that.
And Kuminga is not too happy either. He just asked for a trade. So something to watch there, too.
It definitely is, especially after, what we've seen with, Trae Young leaving out of Atlanta. We see the reports, of Ja Morant, which the Grizzlies are playing in Germany today, which is wild. So, trades, all that stuff coming up. NBA's getting exciting for sure.
Yeah, I saw a video. Ja Morant looks like he's about to get in a fight with someone, but it looks like he was somebody that was, not 15 years old, so that was good.
So it's not an Instagram fight. There we go.
Yeah, a teammate, but at least is an adult, which is good. Maybe not the most mature behavior, but again, we all get heated at different times. Hey, Alan, anything we missed, and what can people check out every day? What do you have going on there at Driving the Line on YouTube?
Yeah, I think we covered it, man. It's going to be a great week of football. Come check us out on YouTube at Driving the Line. I think you'll enjoy it, man. Talking ball, talking bets, having a good time. And I sure do appreciate you guys. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, a lot of fun, a lot of good information at Driving the Line. Go subscribe as well. Alan, thanks so much. We appreciate the time as always, and we will talk to you again next week.
Look forward to it, guys. Y'all be good.
Thanks, Alan. Alan Bell joining us on the Stanley Fencing and Gates Hotline. Also, 8 minutes ago, reports from practice, Texans wide receiver Nico Collins not at the portion that was open to the media. He remains in concussion protocol, so that's something to watch on the Texan side. One of the best receivers in the NFL as they get ready for the Patriots.
Yeah, he got roughed up pretty good. So, I mean, he is their best receiver. He's a guy that can make guys miss after the catch. He's their home run hitter. So, if he's not out there, that's going to be significant. The Patriots defense, they're not like the Texans, but they're pretty dang good, too.
John Harbaugh to the Giants, by the way, from the NFL. So the first vacancy filled in the NFL.
That deal, $100 million deal.
He's getting the world up there, isn't he?
$20 million per. I know that Jim preferred that John coach in the NFC since he coaches in the AFC. You do have a quarterback. You do have some young pieces that were just added in the last two draft class. The rest of the roster, inheriting a GM that has been on the hot seat what seems to be the last 2 or 3 seasons. We'll see how that plays out. But I'm happy for Harbaugh, man. I don't need a break. Let's get right back into this thing, man. Let's go. And that's what he's doing. Able to do that because he got fired.
We will take a quick break, and we'll get back into the conversation. The transfer portal continues to be a hot topic. Plenty of hoops talk to get to, and a national championship game coming up on Monday night. We'll get to all of it and your calls and texts at 865-656-9900 if you'd like to join us. Presented by Junk Beyond on Josh and Swain.
Stream the Sports Animal free via the app, your smart speaker, your favorite streaming service, or the website at 991thesportsanimal.com.
If you want a great-looking fence or secure entry gate that will stand the test of time, you need to call Stanley Fencing and Gates. Proudly serving East Tennessee since 2000, Stanley Fencing can customize your fence. Just tell Stanley Fencing your idea, and they'll bring it to life, offering chain link, vinyl, aluminum, and wood fencing. They even specialize in secure entry gates to protect your business. For customized fencing and gates backed by a warranty, choose the Stanley Fence family. Call 865-254-3844 or online at stanleyfence.com.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. And you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy. In 2011, I founded Wesley Financial Group with one goal in mind, to help honest folks out of their timeshares permanently. Today, I run Wesley with my 2 sons, a real family business, treating every client and every employee like we'd want our own family treated. That philosophy has helped us grow into the largest, most trusted timeshare cancellation company in the United States. Fortune magazine even recognized us as one of the best places to work. Why? Because we genuinely care. In fact, some of our former clients were so moved by their experience working with us, they joined our team so they could help others to timeshare freedom. If you're stuck in a timeshare, give us a call. Let our family help your family.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit kit. 800-858-1199. That's 800-858-1199. 800-858-1199.
Join the Eric H. Show with Brian Rice this Friday from 9 to noon at Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville on Callahan Drive. Stop by and meet the guys and see the all-new Kia Tellurides. Only at Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville this Friday with 99.1 The Sports Animal.
The day you said I do, the day you brought your baby home from the hospital, the moment you knew forever was real. Some memories live quietly in your heart. Others you hold in your hand. Hi, I'm Andy Lehman with Lehman Jewelers. At Lehman Jewelers, we believe that jewelry isn't just an accessory, it's a keepsake, a symbol, a whisper from the past, a gift that speaks louder than words ever could. Give the gift that says everything, whether it's a one-of-a-kind custom design, a hand-selected vintage piece with a history all its own, or a classic that never goes out of style. We'll help you find something that tells your story and becomes a part of theirs. Because the best gifts don't just sparkle, they mean something. They mark moments, celebrate love, honor memory, and create a legacy. Come find yours at Lehman Jewelers. Give them more than jewelry. Give them a memory. It all starts at Lehman Jewelers.
Hey Knoxville, it's your local State Farm agent, Josh Hemphill. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. Contact the Josh Hemphill team right here in Farragut at 865-675-3999.
This is Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. Jason Swain's here. VFL, played wide receiver at the University of Tennessee from 2003 through 2006. We had this in the text box, Swain, last hour, and then following up again. We appreciate it. Swain talking about Eric Ainge and Brent Schaefer got me thinking, if you could have one former non-Heupel Tennessee quarterback on next year's team, who would it be? For me, it would be Josh Dobbs, says the texter. I recognize there's a lack of mobility. Should we also take Peyton out of the conversation? Because you can tailor whatever. Peyton can come in and run his own offense. So
I'm going to go a little unconventional here.
Okay. I have an answer too, but a non-Peyton answer.
Because I think those are easy, right?
Yeah.
I think we can say, like, all right, most of those guys that played before would be successful in this offense and have some success.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with guys that had tools but then didn't have the environment to really thrive. I'm going to go with Riley Ferguson. I'm going to go with Tyler Bray.
Okay.
Like, I'm going to go with those two dudes, man. Like, big arm dudes that play at the next level, that could have had more success, that could have used that mentorship to be a complete quarterback, to be what you're supposed to be playing this position at a place like Tennessee. Because I think you can pick any quarterback, right?
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with those two guys because I thought we could have saw a whole lot more, man. They had some really, really, really special tools.
Yeah, I know Tyler was a part of an offense, Tyler Bray, in 2012 that put up numbers. I don't think he came close to tapping into what his real potential was as a college quarterback because of the lack of discipline and structure within the program. Derek Dooley is the head coach. He didn't really have a chance to get there.
Correct.
Yeah, and in the big games where they needed that discipline and they needed the right leadership, it was lacking, and that's part of what kept Tyler from becoming what he could have. He obviously had the tools. He spent a lot of time in the NFL and was valuable enough to where somebody like Andy Reid wanted him around in his program, with his franchise. So that's a good pick. Mine is probably easier. I'm just going to go Heath Schuler.
Yeah, we're going. Sorry, Heath.
We're
going old.
Oh, Swain. That's Jason Swain, VFL.
I'm sorry, Heath. I'm sorry.
I'll just take a Heisman finalist who was a great athlete and had a big arm.
I was trying to cut it.
Top 5 NFL pick. So
I was trying to cut it the last 15 years or so.
Okay. Riley's interesting too because Riley Ferguson had all kinds of potential and did well when he went to Memphis.
Man, I had a conversation with Riley. He was getting frustrated. He felt like he wasn't getting an opportunity. I was like, dude, you got to embrace the process. These coaches are testing you, man. Don't lose patience. Don't get sidetracked. Don't get too frustrated. They're testing you. I know this for a fact. Just keep working, man. Keep your head down. It's going to work out for you. But he went home. He didn't come back. He was just so frustrated.
Yeah.
And if he would have stayed, imagine the player he could have been. Like, and that's why the mentorships, the support staff is so important in helping a young man reach their full potential when they have the physical tools. This is why strength conditioning is important. That's a resource for players. The player development part of it, the spiritual side of it, having that element, nutrition. Then you get your football coaches. Like, all of these things are important to helping a player reach their full potential. And sometimes players are able to be first-round picks without even developing in certain areas. And they wind up developing and improving and getting better and more mature when they get to the next level. But all of it is here for you. It's here for you. Some guys receive it and use it and develop better than others, but it's all here. Well, it's supposed to be all here. We're working on making sure all that is in place, now moving forward. But, like, Riley didn't have it. Bray didn't have it. Peyton had it. And you saw what Peyton was able to become. You know, T. Martin had it. You know, you had Miss Judy. You had a staff. You had John Stuckey. Like, you had a lot of folks, even though the staffs are 5 times bigger now, but you had an infrastructure in place to allow those guys to reach some high heights.
Multiple texts saying they would have liked to have seen what Josh Heupel could have done with Jared Garantano.
Yeah, I was thinking about him
before.
too.
Yeah,
because he had 4 coordinators in 4 years.
Yeah,
and the dude is smart. I mean, we've heard him on this program a couple times. You've seen him do his thing. He's breaking down film. He's no dummy. He's smart. So you understand, especially hearing him now, that he wasn't successful because he didn't know what he was doing and he didn't know what he was looking at. Sometimes, man, a confused mind does nothing. And when you hear different messages, when you are seeing some of the crap that's around you, that affects you. You hang around dog crap, you're going to get it on you. And there was a lot of crap going on, and it impacted Jerry Garantano. Remember his first game, 2017 at Georgia Tech, versus Georgia Tech, they panned to him, and he's upset. And fans are like, oh, look at him, man, got a bad attitude. And I was like, you don't know what he was told. Mm-hmm. He probably was told that he was about to start. He probably was told that he was going to play, and he was lied to. And so just all the stuff that he was dealing with, imagine you put him in a situation where, hey, man, here's some reads. It's positive. I'm going to help you develop. I'm going to help you see this stuff. The administration got your back. Like, quarterbacks have been able to thrive here under Josh Heupel, especially transferring in. So, yeah, I would have loved to see Jared Garantano here too.
2 more, and then we'll close out the segment. I like this one off the board. Jermaine Copeland. Just put him back at quarterback. Let him run it. And then
okay.
And then I got one for you. Juwan Jennings. Juwan Jennings running this offense, wouldn't that be fun?
No.
Every day?
Nah, man. Nah. Juwan need to play receiver.
I want to see Juwan for season run Josh Heupel's offense.
Yeah, y'all. That was one pass. It was a good pass.
Right, I want to see it repeatedly. You saw a good pass in the Super Bowl a couple years ago, the good pass a couple days ago. But we're talking like 30 passes a game. But full disclosure here, that this is Sports Talk radio host Josh speaking.
Okay.
I would like to see an offense with Juwan Jennings as the quarterback, the representative. We'll come back. We have 90 minutes to go. Chris Lowe of On 3. We have a title game to talk about. We have a portal to talk about right here on Josh and Swain.
Be here this afternoon at 5 for 30 uninterrupted minutes of talking sports. Breaking only to give you 30-second traffic updates and then straight back to sports. No Huddle, powered by USS. Proud ball sponsor and foundation expert United Structural Systems. For all your foundation and waterproofing needs.
They guarantee their best.
Call USS. No Huddle this afternoon at 5.
Hey Knoxville, it's your local State Farm agent, Josh Hemphill. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. Contact the Josh Hemphill team right here in Powell at 865-512-7542.
Time now for a Sports Animals Sports Minute.
In the NFL, the New York Giants are closing in on an agreement to make John Harbaugh their team's next head coach. Harbaugh has spent the last 18 seasons as coach of the Baltimore Ravens, going 180 and 113 while winning a Super Bowl before he was fired last week after the team missed the playoffs this year. The Giants have gone 7-27 over the past 2 seasons and fired former head coach Brian Daboll in November. NBA games in action tonight at 7 o'clock. The Suns visit the Pistons. At 7:30, the Heat welcome the Celtics. The Thunder take on the Rockets. 8 o'clock, Spurs meet the Bucks. 8:30, the Jazz visit the Mavericks. 10 o'clock, Warriors host the Knicks. Hawks take on the Trailblazers. And the Lakers host the Hornets at 10:30. NHL tonight at 7, Canadians visit the Sabres. Flyers take on the Penguins. Sharks visit the Capitals. Blue Jackets host the Canucks. 8 o'clock, Kraken visit the Bruins. Wild take on the Jets. 8:30, Flames visit the Blackhawks. And at 9 o'clock, the Oilers take on the Islanders. I'm Joel Silverberg.
If a special occasion is about to pop up on your calendar, it's time for you to pop on over to South Illinois Avenue in Oak Ridge and see the jewelry store I'm always talking about. It's TK Wheeler Jewelers. They've been in business for over 50 years in the Oak Ridge community, and TK, he's celebrated it all, from sweet 16s, baptisms, special anniversaries, big birthdays, small birthdays, you name it. You can celebrate big at TK Wheeler Jewelers. You know, giving the gift of a piece of jewelry really adds an exclamation point to whatever occasion you're celebrating. And TK Wheeler has the finest of fine jewelry. We're talking diamonds, multicolored gemstone sets, classic pearl necklaces and earrings, beautiful men's and women's watches. They've got it all. But what they also have is TK himself. He is a true craftsman. Anything you're thinking of creating, he can come up with a one-of-a-kind jewelry design for you, and it's more affordable than you would think. When you need jewelry, you need my jewelry store, TK Wheeler Jewelers.
This has been a paid advertisement.
Hey there, beautiful. It's a new year, and it's time for a new crush. And I'm the Cadillac Casanova. This January at Cadillac of Knoxville, I'm starting the year with a little temptation. Interest rates as low as 2.9 on XT5s, Optics, Lyrics, and Vistix. Go ahead, treat yourself. Sleek style, refined comfort, and a drive that knows how to make the first move. But don't wait too long, sweetheart. These January specials won't last long. Start the new year falling hard with the Cadillac Casanova at Cadillac of Knoxville.
2026 is here, and with it, new challenges, new opportunities, and new blessings. I'm Mark Pankratz, former UT men's basketball coach and now financial advisor with Axiom Wealth Management. No one knows exactly what this year will bring, but with the right plan, you can face it with confidence. Our team helps you navigate uncertainty, protect what matters, and stay focused on your goals. Make this your year of clarity, purpose, and progress. Start your plan today with Axiom Wealth Management. Call us or visit axiom.nm.com. Axiom is a Northwestern Mutual private client group.
Men all around Knoxville are celebrating the difference Men's Pro has made in their life. I'm Evan Bass, founder of the clinic. If you're struggling with ED, we want you to be able to celebrate as well. As men, we hate going to the doctor, but Men's Pro was designed to take care of men like you better. These things can get worse if untreated, but you're not alone. The medical support team at Men's Pro has your back. Today's the day to feel alive again. ED, performance issues, enhancement. We've effectively helped men jumpstart their performance comprehensively and with proven medication dialed in just for you. With same-day booking, you can meet our passionate team, and under guidance from our medical provider, you could leave with a plan that changes your life. The number one thing we hear guys say is, I forgot how I used to feel. Guys, it's time to feel amazing and crush this new year. Call my team right now and let us treat you to an unforgettable experience. Dial 865-544-8220 or go to menspronknoxville.com.
What comes to mind when you think of home? Maybe it's meals around the kitchen table, movie nights on the couch, or the feeling of walking through the door and knowing you're safe. Home is where life happens, where memories are made, and at the center of it all is your home's foundation. At USS, we understand how important that foundation is and how much trust it takes when you need help protecting it. Since 1994, we've been honored to serve more than 30,000 homeowners, guiding them through foundation repair, waterproofing, and crawl space encapsulation with transparency, integrity, and honesty. Learn more about how United Structural Systems can help protect your home at ussTN.com. We're more than a team of problem solvers. We're committed. We're trustworthy. We are USS.
This report is sponsored by eBay.
So I was on eBay because I'm absolutely obsessed
with this rare hologram trading card. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. eBay had it. They even had
the perfect parts that fit my car.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay.
Any lingering elevation flurries will taper, but we are left with the bitter cold as highs struggle to reach 32 degrees, and with a wind, it will feel more like the teens. Now, heading into Friday, temperatures will be a touch warmer, but we are keeping a close eye on Friday night with the potential of seeing some rain mixed with elevation snow. In the WVLT Firstler Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Sydney Sullivan.
Leaky pipes.
Oh no!
Toilets clogged.
Oh crap!
Don't freak out, just call us, problem solved.
Okay.
Valley Plumbing. Any plumbing issue, anytime. Call Valley Plumbing at 865-351-0643 or visit valleyplumbingtn.com.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by Junk Be Gone. Rent any dumpster at regular rate and get 2 extra days free. Junk Be Gone, the bee's knees of junk removal for 2 decades.
The hottest sports stories of the day, broken down to their very core with honest, informed opinions. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. Jason Swain's here, VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver. I'm Josh Ward. Every day we're presented by Junk Beyond, East Tennessee's junk removal specialist. Online at junkbeyond.biz. We'll be with you for another 90 minutes, almost 90 minutes here until 3 o'clock. Scheduled to check in with Chris Lowe of On 3. He joins us each week thanks to Dead End Barbecue on Sutherland Avenue and online at deadendbbq.com. They have the menu there. They have information on catering, and you can do large orders. All that information that you need, setting up a party, event, whatever, deadendbbq.com. As we say hello to Chris Lowe, on3.com. Chris, we appreciate the time. As always, thank you for joining us today. A couple of big articles this week as well. One on Ty Simpson you wrote a couple of days ago, and really enjoyed your story on Kurt Cignetti and what they've done, not just acquiring talent, but then getting the identifying correctly and developing those players to get them ready for the position they're in on Monday.
Well, thanks, Josh. It's was enjoyed doing both those. I continue to be amazed at Indiana, what they've been able to accomplish. And it is a different year now. I think we're all kidding ourselves when we say it's not, with the ability to bring in a bunch of players in 1 year who played at other places in the portal, and then, spending the kind of cash, the Texas Techs of the world have. Indiana spent pretty nicely too, but not to the level of Oregon and Miami and Texas Tech and Texas and a lot of these schools. But still, when you look at the level of talent, quote unquote talent, that they've brought in versus who traditionally has won national championships, it's not even close. I guarantee you, if you lined up, I'm just thinking here locally, if you lined up the signing classes Indiana's brought in over the last 4 or 5 years with Tennessee'd be way, way ahead. And I think you probably could say that about just about everybody in the SEC. And yet here they are on the doorstep of winning the school's first ever national title. And talking to people for that story, the thing that just jumped out to me is there's something to be said still for being good, evaluating players, good for going in and finding guys, especially now in the portal, that fit your culture and system, what you want to do on both offense and defense, guys who are going to be leaders and good teammates in the locker room. I think when you look around right now, college football, and you see a lot of instances where teams have brought in guys who haven't been good fits. I mean, there's probably a couple instances over at Jason Swain's alma mater that you could point to. And they just haven't missed, man, and they've coached them up and developed them. And, a lot of those guys now are on draft boards, and we'll see. Miami's really good, though. And somebody said, well, what's it going to take to beat Indiana? I think it's Miami sort of checks a lot of those boxes. They're great up front on defense. They get after the quarterback. They impact the opposing quarterback. I think if you're going to beat Indiana, you're going to have to force them into mistakes and get Mendoza off his game. And really not many people have been able to do that this year.
Earlier we talked about Cignetti and the impact he can have on other coaches. I remember Nick Saban at Alabama and the turnover inside the conference because everyone's trying to chase Nick Saban. Well, Cignetti, what he's doing at Cincinnati, but Indiana, do you feel like schools out there will be less patient with their coach or the administration because of what Cignetti has been able to do at Indiana in only his second season?
Yeah, he's put a lot of pressure, Jason, on other schools that, hey, if we can do it, Indiana can do it. Why not us? Why not sort of tap into their model or whatever they've been able to do? But I think it's different. And schools are going to spend money. Everybody's got wealthy donors.
Yep.
But it's not just spending the most cash. It's spending the cash, wisely. And Indiana's done that. They've spread it out. I mean, so I don't want to paint a picture that's not accurate. It's not like Indiana is way, way, way down the list and hasn't spent any money. They have spent money. Now they haven't spent at the level that, the top tier teams have, but they spread that money out, Swain, pretty wisely, and gotten guys that were maybe not as highly thought of coming out of high school. The thing I think that's underrated about what he's done, and give Indiana's administration credit, they went out and got him from James Madison. Sometimes going and getting group of 5 guys works, sometimes it doesn't. But they got him from James Madison, and they believed in him enough to let him bring in 13 guys from a group of 5 program into the Big Ten. Now, how many ADs and fan bases and donors are going to allow that? And not only that, Swain, he brought about his entire coaching staff with him, his strength guy. But you hardly ever see that in the SEC or even in the Big Ten, where if you hire a new coach, they want you to go out and hire big names that have called plays on offense and defense, in the Power 5. And yet, again, he was confident in his guys, and Indiana was smart enough to let him do that. And I think that continuity, the way they evaluate and scout, the way they coach and built their culture, has been a big part of what they've done and allowed them to turn around in 2 years. So it's a great story. Ole Miss was a good story. It really was, and sort of how they overcame Indiana, to me, in the same season, is an equally good story because it's just something we haven't seen. I did a piece today. I went back and looked at the last 20 national champions. I don't think this is a big surprise to a lot of people, but all 20 of those national champs had at least 2 top 10 signing classes nationally in the 4 years leading up their title season. 13 of the 20 had a top 10 class all 4 seasons. And if you really want to go look at something, go look at those Alabama national championship teams. Just about every one of them had 2 or 3 number 1 signing classes overall. And now here we are with Indiana, and I think their best was 29, including like one that was 63rd, one that was 50-something, and another was 50-something. So they're looking to buck convention, tradition, whatever you want to call it, if they can win on Monday in Miami.
Chris Lowe, on3.com with this. What's been your take on Tennessee's pursuit of a quarterback and all that kind of went down over the last couple of days and weeks?
They've swung big and tried to get in with some big names, and for whatever reason, it just hasn't worked out. And some people might say, well, maybe they were a little slow to the punch. I don't know. I mean, that was sort of the knock on them early, period, right, in the portal. And then they've really come on and got a lot of momentum. They did exactly, Swain, what I thought they needed to do on defense. They went out and they got linebackers and guys that are finishers and edge guys and some guys that can help them on the back end. A lot of those guys played for Knowles at Penn State, but I was told they were going to get at least 9 or 10 guys on defense, and I think they've done that. So I think that part of it is really good. But the quarterback piece, you can't ignore that. I said from the beginning, I still believe if they go into next season, and this is not a knock on either one of the 2 guys. I'm not saying McIntyre can't play. I mean, let's give the kid a chance and see what he does. But if they go into next season with just those 2 young kids, that's playing with fire in a lot of ways. Never mind if he were to get hurt, or he's just not ready physically, emotionally, mentally. He's never played any meaningful snaps, and that's in this day and age. Again, you look around at who's winning and who's doing well. It's almost always a situation where you brought in a transfer who's played a bunch of meaningful snaps, who's been on big stages, or in cases like Georgia and Alabama where you've got a guy like a Gunnar Stockton or a Ty Simpson who's been there for 3-4 years and learned and been around the system and been coached. The kids have been around him, they believe in him, and then they get their shot. and play well. I mean, those are the two scenarios at the quarterback position that seem to have worked the best. I mean, even Joey this year, what he did in being on campus 3.5 months before the season started was incredible. And the way he endeared himself to the team and the way he played. Now, he wasn't perfect. I know he made some big mistakes, but think about where this team would have been this year had they not added him in the April portal. And of course, now for Tennessee, there is no April portal, so you can't go get anybody like that if you don't in this portal. So I still think that's critical, Swain. I talked to somebody in the industry today who said they still think there are a few quarterbacks who are going to jump in, established guys, before it's all said and done. What was it close?
Tomorrow.
19th? Tomorrow. So today, tomorrow, we'll see. So we'll see what happens along those lines and if there's anybody else. I mean, maybe there's a Trinidad Shambliss out there for Tennessee. You know, a guy that played at a lower level who just was under-recruited and can play. I don't know that anybody – imagine telling somebody this time last year that Trinidad Shambliss was going to be one of the most dynamic players in college football.
Yeah, Chris, are you talking to people, when you talk to people in the industry, you talk to coaches, people in athletic departments, are people offering up solutions to any of the problems that are being talked about, or are you hearing more complaints? What are people saying to you about what the state of college football is and all that's happening right now?
Yeah, complaints, most of them from coaches. And by the way, a lot of what we have now, the calendar, et cetera, some of these things were voted in by the coaches. So sometimes there's some revisionist history there. I think the thing I hear the most from coaches and ADs is move the portal back to, spring. Have one portal in spring. So you don't have kids coming out of the season, getting ready to play in a playoff, a bowl game, having to go through all this. Now, that's a long time to wait. I know from a player's perspective, they're probably not going to want to do that. And then, of course, the coaching calendar, I don't know how you fix that, get to the NFL model where coaches can't start interviewing or talking to teams until after the season, especially if you're going to keep the same portal window, and you're going to keep signing day in December. There's just a lot of moving parts, and I think a lot of it is, again, getting the right people across section, right people in the room, and deciding, what's best for the sport. I don't like players moving around like they do. I don't like coaches moving around like they do. And having teams that they've coached all year long, and then they book, they leave town. And you saw that not just Lane, but throughout the playoffs. Now guys stayed on and coached for the most part, Jim Summerall and Brian Hartline and some of these guys, but none of that's ideal. I think if you're a fan of a team, if I'm a Tennessee fan and I've had season tickets and I pay money, and I'm part of, paying these, talent fee prices and pulling up money for players, to come in, I'd like to have some sense of security that these guys are going to be there. And I don't know that from a coach's standpoint and even from a player standpoint until we get to some type of collective bargaining model, which I think Danny White is in favor of. And I think he's been on record as saying that, where you can have real contracts and guys can't move around, players. And there is a cap, and everything is sort of halfway equal as far as what you can spend. I think we're going to still be hearing these complaints, Josh, and hearing these questions. So I get it. I understand the frustration. But you know what? You look at the playoffs so far, and I've been fortunate enough to be at the Ole Miss Georgia game, at the Miami Georgia game, and those were damn good football games. And I'll sign up every time to go watch that type of football and cover that type of football.
Yep. Playoff football has been good. There are a lot of stories to cover in between, and I recommend you read the work that Chris Lowe has put out at on3.com. He joins us each week thanks to Dead End Barbecue, which we happily encourage you to go check out on Sutherland Avenue. Check out the website, deadendbbq.com. Want to order by the pound. If you are having a party, a get-together, you need catering. All that information is available on the website, deadendbbq.com on Sutherland Avenue. Great restaurant to stop in for a meal anytime. Chris, we appreciate the time as always. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you again soon.
You bet. Good to catch up, guys.
Thanks, Chris. Chris Lowe, he's the best covering college football at On3.com. He joins us right here on the Stanley Fencing Gates hotline, and we continue on Josh and Swain.
Never have I ever called my sister from the finish line of my first marathon.
I founded Wesley Financial Group.
Hello? You won't believe where I am. Are you running? Mile 26. I'm gonna make it.
Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e with its advanced camera system on us. Plus, 2 lines for just $30 a line.
Guys, I can't believe it.
I knew you could do it, babe.
That was amazing. Mom, how do you feel? I feel great. I can't feel my feet. Let's take a picture. And then you may carry me to the car.
Share every stride, every mile, every memory on America's best network. Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e on us and 2 lines for just $30 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 2 eligible port-ins on Essentials 55 Plus for well-qualified customers with autopay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 128 gigabytes, $599.99 required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 1H 2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy. In 2011, I founded Wesley Financial Group with one goal in mind, to help honest folks out of their timeshares permanently. Today, I run Wesley with my 2 sons, a real family business, treating every client and every employee like we'd want our own family treated. That philosophy has helped us grow into the largest, most trusted timeshare cancellation company in the United States. Fortune magazine even recognized us as one of the best places to work. Why? Because we genuinely care. In fact, some of our former clients were so moved by their experience working with us, they joined our team so they could help others to timeshare freedom. If you're stuck in a timeshare, give us a call. Let our family help your family.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit kit. 800-858-1199. That's 800-858-1199. 800-858-1199.
Winning just got closer at the Mint Gaming Hall. Roll up to $2,000 cash this month in the Roll for Gold drawings. Drawings on Saturday nights in January. Play with your Mint Rewards card and earn entries daily to Roll for Gold and win up to $2,000 cash. The gold standard in gaming is at the Mint Gaming Hall in Williamsburg, Kentucky. Check out themintgaming.com for details. Problem gambling? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Winning just got closer.
Kicks SL 492-155 versus SL 854-490. Take thousands off MSRP. DM 405-331. All offers with free credit cannot combine offers.
You're gonna drive to Oak Ridge Nissan.
Hey, Tennessee, I wanted to say thank you for giving Oak Ridge Nissan another banner year in 2025. And now it's time for our Fresh Start sales event. Start your 2026 in a brand new Oak Ridge Nissan. Get into a Nissan Versa for $17,995 or a Nissan Kick starting at $19,995. Or how about 0% financing for 60 full months? You like New Year's resolutions? Well, how about something that actually works? Like up to $8,000 over Kelly Blue Book so we can pay off your trade no matter what you owe. If you've had a few bumps in the road, slow credit, bad credit, even recent bankruptcy, no problem. Everybody rides at Oak Ridge Nissan.
I said everybody.
So make that 10-minute drive to save thousands of dollars during Oak Ridge Nissan's Fresh Start sales event. Because everyone knows fresh is healthier. And that's why
you're gonna drive to Oak Ridge Nissan.
Fellas, are you feeling tired, foggy, or just not yourself lately? At Optimize You Knoxville, we help you get your edge back. Low testosterone, weight gain, low energy? It's not just aging, it's your hormones telling you something. Our team creates a personalized plan to balance your body and optimize your health so you can feel strong, focused, and alive again. Don't settle for normal, guys. It's time to feel optimal. Visit Optimize You Knoxville today because it's time to get you firing on all cylinders. Optimize You, Knoxville's leader in hormone health.
This is Josh and Swain, final segment of hour number 2, and we can carry this part of the conversation over into hour number 3. But Chris Lowe on 3 last segment mentioning somebody in the industry believing we're not done seeing quarterbacks enter the transfer portal. Now, who that would be, what level of talent and experience and all of that, obviously to be determined. But
Yeah, I think Chris
maybe the options can change for who Tennessee could pursue.
I think Chris was referring to lower-level FCS quarterbacks that may see opportunities for themselves at Tennessee to compete.
Yep.
That may get into the portal. So I think that's what he was referring to. So eyes are open, and we'll see who enters the portal and who has, maybe just 1 year of eligibility. I think those are the guys that really make your antennas go up.
Yeah, we were asked earlier in the show, hey, why doesn't a quarterback at a lower level look at Tennessee as a place where, hey, I can really make a lot more money and enter the transfer portal with a chance to come here? And we very well could see that.
Well,
and they may not make what Sam Levitt's going to make, what Brendan Sorsby's going to make, but a lot more than what they would make at a lower level school.
I'm sorry, but if I'm at a lower level school, I need to be tampered with. I mean,
meaning if you're a player at a lower level school.
Yeah, if I'm a player at a lower level school and, I have confidence in myself that I can play at that level and I've put up good numbers, I still need to know that I'm going to get picked up if I hit the portal. Because, where are you going to go? A guy that is not playing quarterback like a Jake Berklinger, he has more mobility. He can go UConn. He can go down to FCS. But an FCS guy, I don't know if he has a lot of options if he just jumps in the portal without that reassurance that, hey, I'm going to get picked up. There's a school that wants me. I need to be tampered with if I'm a player at the FCS level before I got into the portal, especially quarterback.
I feel for the lower level coaches because you're on standby.
Pretty much.
Because you don't have the resources to deal with that or to match or keep up.
How bad do you feel? Do you feel bad enough to move the family and go cover that program? Or you like covering Tennessee's program?
Am I a hypocrite?
No, I'm just asking. Josh.
You saying I should go cover Elon football?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not.
They lost their guy to LSU.
I'm not calling you a hypocrite. I'm just asking you. Since you feel so bad, are you willing to go cover that team?
How bad do you feel? Well, I could say I'm hungry. Well, are you hungry where here's a handful of almonds, or are you hungry, can I get a big steak and baked potato?
So you feel bad for them. Not that bad.
I'm at a handful of almonds level.
Not that bad. Not that bad.
This is me recognizing as we head into hour number 3, 865-656-9900, and you might be saying, I just want a quarterback. Who's going to be our quarterback? We'll continue to talk about that, see if we can figure it out. Join us at 865-656-9900 on Josh and Swain.
Leaky pipes.
Oh, no.
Toilets clogged.
Oh, crap.
Don't freak out. Just call us. Problem solved.
Okay.
No job too big. No job too small.
Oh, great.
Repairs, installs, relax. We do it all.
Valley Plumbing. Any plumbing issue, anytime. Call your Valley Plumbing professionals today at 865-351-0643 or visit valleyplumbingtn.com. That's valleyplumbingtn.com.
Hey, it's Josh. More than 500 vehicles in stock right now at Ted Russell Ford, your super dealer and the #1 volume Ford dealer in East Tennessee, as they are looking ahead to what's happening the rest of 2026. That means end of model year savings available to clear out the 2025 brand new Ford vehicles they have right now at Ted Russell Ford. You can go to the website. I mentioned more than 500 vehicles in stock. You can shop specifically to the type of vehicle you're looking for. If you're looking for a brand new Ford truck, learn about the different options they have from the Ford F-Series, learn about their Super Duty trucks, or if you're looking for an SUV, how about the Escape, the Edge, the Ford Explorer, or Expedition if you're looking for a large family SUV, or their different Bronco options, the Bronco Sport. You can find at tedrussellford.net. and see what's available at either location on Kingston Pike or Parkside Drive. Take advantage of the huge savings, thousands of dollars that are available in savings right now with the end of model year savings from Ted Russell Ford. Kingston Pike, Parkside Drive, and online, tedrussellford.net.
This has been a paid announcement.
2026 is here, and with it, new challenges, new opportunities, and new blessings. I'm Mark Bankratz, former UT men's basketball coach and now financial advisor with Axiom Wealth Management. No one knows exactly what this year will bring, but with the right plan, you can face it with confidence. Our team helps you navigate uncertainty, protect what matters, and stay focused on your goals. Make this your year of clarity, purpose, and progress. Start your plan today with Axiom Wealth Management. Call us or visit axiom.nm.com. Axiom is a Northwestern Mutual private client.
Join 99.1 The Sports Animal this Sunday morning at 10 for the NFL Report. John Wilkerson and a rotating group of the Sports Animal staff discuss the games, players, trades, and injuries that make the NFL the most popular pro sport in the country. For well over 20 years, the NFL Report is the place to start your pro football Sunday. This week, join the NFL Report live at Blue Moose on the Parkway in Gatlinburg.
Men all around Knoxville are celebrating the difference Men's Pro has made in their life. I'm Evan Bass, founder of the clinic. If you're struggling with ED, we want you to be able to celebrate as well. As men, we hate going to the doctor, but Men's Pro was designed to take care of men like you better. These things can get worse if untreated, but you're not alone. The medical support team at Men's Pro has your back. Today's the day to feel alive again. ED, performance issues, enhancement. We've effectively helped men jumpstart their performance comprehensively and with proven medication dialed in just for you. With same-day booking, you can meet our passionate team, and under guidance from our medical provider, you could leave with a plan that changes your life. The number one thing we hear guys say is, I forgot how I used to feel. Guys, it's time to feel amazing and crush this new year. Call my team right now and let us treat you to an unforgettable experience. Dial 865-544-8220 or go to menspronknoxville.com.
When you're preparing for your presentation, what you say matters. Your delivery matters. The quality matters. Your image matters. So trust Image Matters, Knoxville's most respected office technology dealer, to create the image you want. Image Matters is locally owned and operated, offering total document output solutions to fit both your needs and budget. From multifunction printers to production printing, backed by customer service that's second to none. To learn how Image Matters can help you, visit ImageMattersInc.com or call 865-212-3600. Technology you need, people you trust.
From the Budweiser Studios, this is WNML AM Knoxville, WNML FM Friendsville. Streaming worldwide on 99.1 thesportsanimal.com and on the Sports Animal app. We are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is a Westwood One Sports Minute.
Presented by Chumba Casino, your online casino for plays, spins, and a chance to score. Must be 21 and over. Terms at ChumbaCasino.com. John Harbaugh will be the next head coach of the New York Giants. In his last stop, he had a quarterback who was in and out of the lineup. In New York, keeping Jackson Dart on the field will be key to having success at his next stop. I'm Chris Black.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your knowledge to work on the events that matter to you. Prediction Markets isn't just sports. It's the Fed rate decision, your favorite award show, and so much more beyond the playing field. Trade events with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by Junk Be Gone. Rent any dumpster at regular rate and get 2 extra days free. Junk Be Gone, the bee's knees of junk removal for 2 decades.
Welcome into hour number 3 of Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. Just perusing some message board genius material. Never fails. Always enjoy it. Hope you're having a great afternoon as we begin the final hour of today's show every day presented by Junk Beyond. Jason Swain is here, a VFL and former Tennessee wide receiver. I'm Josh Ward, and you can join us by calling or texting 865-656-9900 as the portal window will close soon, but visits have opened back up. There was a short dead period with the coaches convention. We had a question earlier I meant to respond to. Hope you're still listening, but we were asked, didn't the portal close yesterday? It was the dead period that ended yesterday with the portal closing tomorrow. Dead period in terms of being able to visit. But that was, I believe, lined up with the coaches convention. So players can visit today and again this upcoming weekend.
Yeah, I don't know if it's better to get in early or late. I mean, Jordan Seaton at Colorado is getting in late, and he's about to get all the money that he's going to ask for because he's going to be a first-round pick. So I guess for guys like that, it doesn't matter. But for others, you certainly understand the sense of urgency to get in as early as you can while schools have their budgets and they have the most money they're going to spend at the beginning of the portal. I mean, you look at some of the guys that are linked with Tennessee, they don't scream first, second, third round value. They scream fifth, sixth, seventh round value where you're going to spend probably a little bit less. And so really making sure that a guy can provide value for you and production for you is going to be key. Just as important as it is when you're bringing in a Chad Coleman or someone else that you're going to commit to pay a lot of money to. So still a lot of guys Tennessee is looking at. I think Tennessee still needs to add a interior offensive lineman that can possibly play a little bit of center or guard. I mean, you got Jesse Perry, who has shown he can play multiple positions. Are you going to move him to center, see what he can do there, and then have another option at guard? Because you have your tackles, Ori Williams and David Sanders, and you got, you have pretty good guard play in place. And then you need a running back. Tennessee has looked at, brought in, talked to a ton of them, it seems. I think out of every position on the football field, Tennessee has probably brought in more running backs than any other position. Still yet to close in on one and get a commitment from one. I do understand how important it is because with DBs, there's all kind of spots. If you can play nickel, you can play safety. There are 3 spots for you. Running back, there's no spots for you if you're trying to be a starter because you're not going to be a starter over Deshaun Bishop. So are you okay with being a 1-2 punch? Just because you're a 1-2 punch doesn't mean you can't get carries. You can be 1A, 1B. You can be 1B, but you're never going to be 1. 1B is better than being 2. So who is okay with saying, you know what, man? Yeah, Deshaun Bishop deserves to be number 1 guy. I'm going to compete, and I'm going to try to beat him out. I'm not afraid of hearing that he's the number 1 right now, and I want to come in and beat him. And if I don't beat him, hey, man, if I get 15 carries, that's all I need. That's all I need is 15 carries because I'm confident in my abilities. I'm going to make something happen. And so you got to find the right guy that thinks like that, that's not coming in saying, I want not only the money, but I want a guaranteed number 1 spot. So I think that's something to think about. And then I think another defensive player, corner, will be ideal. And tight end, whew.
I was going to ask about tight end.
That room is going to look different, okay? And, you wonder if there's going to be any more turnover in that room. But as it sits right now, you don't have a blocking tight end that you really, really, really feel good about. You may say you feel good about him, but come on. Who's actually played? You don't have a blocking physical tight end. Ethan Davis is the closest thing to that because of all the time he's been here. He's gained the weight. He can do it better now than he did a year or 2 ago. But Brahim was lining up at wide receiver this past year. he's not your blocking tight end. So does he want to put on the weight, increase the strength levels to be able to be more balanced, or does he want to be that more Kyle Pitts finesse type of tight end that, hey, you want to put it at receiver, and that's what he wants to do? Or if you're Tennessee, do you say, well, we got to go to the portal and go get us some guys who are physical, and maybe just not one, maybe two, but you mean tell me that you're going to play 3 wide receivers and 1 tight end all the time and expect Ethan Davis to be healthy? Or when there's time to go short yardage, because you don't have the physical tight end, you mean tell me you're going to go with a lineman and never throw the ball out of that formation? So I just think the tight end position is really, really intriguing. Like, it just – at the beginning of the portal, Josh, it was a position that we were like, oh, man, we're good there. Got depth there. You got some old players mixed in with some new. You got production coming back. Ethan Davis has come on. And now it's like, whoa, that thing changed really quick. This might be a position you really may have to give some TLC to. Now with Dorslayer leaving, and if another guy decides to leave.
Nathan asked how long before we called. Nico, Mark in Iowa sent this text.
Never.
He said, I'm so tired of the narrative that Tennessee has done so much worse than LSU just because they got some quarterbacks and we didn't, or at least haven't yet. It seems like we have done pretty well in the portal. On the defensive side, Tennessee has done very well at a number of positions.
LSU's done the best job of any team in the country in the portal so far.
You think so?
I mean, if there's anyone that's better, it's by a very small margin. I mean,
yeah,
that was.
I think Texas Tech's in that conversation.
Yeah, I mean,
but LSU's having a really good run here.
Yeah,
and part of it's based on need. Quarterback, of course, is going to get a lot of attention. Texas is doing pretty well so far. Now, some of that's because they've got some high-profile heavy hitters like Coleman and Smothers at skill positions. But, yeah, LSU has to feel good about what it's done. And LSU is also trending or getting some talk with a couple of guys from Ole Miss.
Of course, Josh. Of course. You're not surprised, are you?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on who you look at. 247 on 3. LSU has done a really good job in the portal. I think it's safe to say that, whether it's the best or not, whatever. 247 has them as the number 1 team in the portal.
Yeah, I don't have any argument there against it.
Yeah, I mean, and then they have Ole Miss number 2, Texas 3, Penn State 4, Oklahoma State 5. Why is Oklahoma State 5? Because they basically brought the whole team from North Texas. Yeah. Does that mean they're good? I don't know, but that's what they got them at. Indiana 6, Kentucky 7, Notre Dame. Did they even bring in anybody? But they're number 8, A&M 9, Tennessee is at 19, Ohio State 10. So that's your top 10. But that's 247s.
Okay.
Football transfer rankings right now. 28 guys. Goodness gracious.
We have also discussed this year more than any previously. We're seeing more Tennessee players leave to go to big programs. In the last few years, we've seen a lot of guys exit, but most of those players went down a level, either to a clearly lower level program at the Power 4 level or Group of 5. But this year, we're seeing some guys go to LSU. A couple players went there.
What does that mean?
Well, I guess we'll find out in a few months. But LSU's a higher profile, for sure. Ricky Gibson went to Texas A&M, and they're a big player in the SEC now.
Well, for me it means that your evaluation improved because last year the guys hit the portal, the big schools didn't want. So if you're not getting players that the big schools that you play want, that's a problem. But your evaluation improved because, hey, LSU wants the players you want or you had. A&M wants the players that you had. So I just think the evaluation is better, but you have decided not to pay a player because their production didn't match what they're asking for. That's what it tells me.
Yeah. Yeah, and it also means that you have a bigger task in some of the players you have to replace than you did a year ago.
Correct. Yeah, all of it's true. You're a smart guy, Josh.
Well, I try to think here and there.
It's important to think. It's important. But yeah, man.
Is that a line in Rounders? Oh, you're thinking now. That's big.
But yeah, LSU, man, 28. I mean, that's half a football team almost, kind of, in a way.
In the text, people have to keep in mind, we also let some coaches go. You have attrition with that.
You haven't heard one player say, you know what, I left because they fired my coach, Tim Banks. Nah, man. Nah. They good.
Where's Caleb Herring going? We got word on him yet? Dustin asks, is Ethan Davis still on the roster? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, he will be a key player for Tennessee's offense. Tennessee will have a lot of experience from the guys that return. Deshaun Bishop, Ethan Davis, and then the wide receivers now, Braylon Staley and Mike Matthews, a lot of experience from this past year.
Yeah.
So that will help.
You want to take care of the guys that you brought in that produced for you. Staley was one of those guys. It was good to see him, get re-signed and knock out that deal. I'm not a big fan of announcing guys re-signing. I don't want to hear about it. I just assume you coming back.
Right.
So let's go. I don't need to hear, hey, such and such re-sign. Let's celebrate, man. Please. But happy for the players that are able to use some leverage because they put the work in and they earned it and they got rewarded for that. Like, I'm a big fan of that.
Did you see Bear Buckmeyer had a let's run it back post? Folks, we got rising sophomore quarterbacks announcing or putting out returning announcements.
Dang, man, that's why I need to be an agent, because I would charge less, but I would give guys really good advice about reading the room and not alienating your fan base.
We're not doing that.
Like, don't do that. Just shut up and go work out and be ready for the next season. Like, your fans don't want to know that you've signed a deal and you're ready to run it back. They don't want to hear that. Just go to work, man.
Yeah. You only do that if you're bypassing the NFL draft.
Correct.
Not if you're bypassing transferring to another school.
You know what, guys? I was thinking about leaving, but the school decided to pay me more, so I'm going to stay. Dude, Rick Barnes still hasn't lived down the fact that he would have went to UCLA if they would have paid him more. People still ain't forgave him for that.
Yeah,
still.
Tennessee fans fondly remember Peyton announcing he was bypassing being first overall in the NFL draft to return for his senior year. If he held a press conference to say, I'm not going to transfer to LSU or Ole Miss, I'm going to stay at Tennessee, I don't think it would have been quite the same.
Golly, man.
All right, we'll continue the conversation. Jason Swain's here. I'm Josh Ward. He's available for hire for consult. He can be your no man. 865-656-9900 to join us on Josh and Swain.
You can now enjoy UT Sports on TV while hearing the Vol Network play-by-play on the Sports Animal timed with it. Here's how to sync it up. We delay the Sports Animal radio broadcast just a bit, so when the game reaches kickoff, tip-off, or first pitch, pause your TV, then listen to the Sports Animal broadcast. At the moment the game starts on the radio, release pause on your TV. Now you're in perfect sync, watching the action while hearing the Vol Network call live on 99.1, the Sports Animal. It's the best seat in the house, your house.
Hi, I'm David Brewster, owner of Aqua Clear Water Systems. The next time you're hauling heavy bottles of water, think, why am I doing this? With an award-winning Connecticut water system from Aqua Clear, I could make my own clean, fresh water. Better than bottled. Give us a call at 865-694-1725 or find us on the web at aquaclearws.com.
Aqua Clear will change your water. It'll change your life.
Fellas, are you feeling tired, foggy, or just not yourself lately? At Optimize You Knoxville, we help you get your edge back. Low testosterone, weight gain, low energy? It's not just aging, it's your hormones telling you something. Our team creates a personalized plan to balance your body and optimize your health so you can feel strong, focused, and alive again. Don't settle for normal, guys. It's time to feel optimal. Visit Optimize You Knoxville today because it's time to get you firing on all cylinders. Optimize You, Knoxville's leader in hormone health.
Stanley Fence, the first name in fencing for East Tennessee. They've got 4, 5, and 6-foot chain link in galvanized or black vinyl coated finishes, plus aluminum fencing, all in stock with no long wait times. And right now, get a free gate with every residential chain link fence installation. Want a custom look? They cut pyramid, Gothic, and French Gothic wood post tops right in-house. No middleman, just craftsmanship. Call 865-254-3844 or visit StanleyFence.com to schedule your appointment. Stanley Fence, family owned, operated, and the first name for fencing in East Tennessee.
At Average Al's Furniture Warehouse, our sofas have cushions, our tables have 4 legs, our recliners recline. So come on by for a perfectly average experience.
Cumulus Digital doesn't stop at average. We work with more than 4,000 local businesses every month, delivering campaigns that beat industry averages by over 25%, driving real, measurable growth. You're not average. Your results shouldn't be either. Visit cumulusdigital.com to start outperforming today.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-523-3030. 800-523-3030. 800-523-3030.
Mission New Year cleanup has begun with the agents at Zero Res Carpet and Air Duct Cleaning. 2 rooms cleaned for free with the purchase of 2 rooms when you mention me, Tyler Ivinson, the sports animal. Schedule online. Kick off the new year with Zero Res at ZeroResKnoxville.com.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack, and it's weekend time again. Football is having a great year, and we are going to make a lot of money this weekend. And if you sign up today at FatJackSports.com, you're going to win more for free. Get the players' props thrown in this weekend absolutely free when you decide to win betting on football all weekend long through the national championship game. FatJackSports.com. Get signed up today. Basketball save even more. Soccer save even more than that. Get signed up today and win at FatJackSports.com.
Hey, I'm Josh Hemphill, right here in Knoxville. Let's talk about something that's not always top of mind, but still really important, life insurance. The Josh Hemphill State Farm team can help you understand options that best fit your family. Contact us right here in Powell at 865-512-7542.
Free on the radio, free on the app, free on our website. You can hear 99.1, the sports animal, free anytime, anywhere.
Fair, honest sports conversation from 2 guys that define credibility. Here's Josh and Swain on 99.1, the sports animal.
Thank you for being with us on Josh and Swain. Jason Swain's here. I'm Josh Ward, at Josh and Swain on social media. 31 degrees, Swain. We are approaching the 32, then 33-degree mark. I don't know that we'll get there today. Tomorrow, though, mid-40s.
Oh, boo. I want snow. I want snow, man. Don't tease me, man. Don't threaten me with a good time and then just leave. Don't do that to me, snow. Have people treating the roads, the great workers of Knox County treating the roads, only for it to just be cold and the grass hard. Don't you? I don't know about you, but I hate walking on cold grass. It's all crunchy and stuff. If it's crunchy, just give me some snow.
I'm with you on that.
Give me some snow, man. I don't want to walk on crunchy grass. Give me some snow. Let a brother make a snowman. A little snow angel, something. Those are snowballs. Oh, one of my favorite. It's busting my kids upside the head with a snowball. Let me do that, man.
We'll see if things heat up on the quarterback market. Chris Lowe last hour mentioning could be some players still enter the portal at the position. Tennessee still looking. Yesterday, Austin Price was on the show with VolQuest.com. He joins us weekly, and we were talking about the quarterback position. We've seen Sam Leavitt commit to LSU, then sign with the Tigers. Tennessee made a run there. Tennessee had been linked elsewhere. Bo Perbula visited. He goes to Virginia. Tennessee probably fine with that. So what's next? This was Austin Price yesterday talking about where things might stand right now with Tennessee pursuing another quarterback.
I still think Tennessee goes the FCS route and tries to bring somebody in from those ranks, and that's kind of where I expect it to be. Don't expect Tennessee to take anybody that, from the Power 4 level at this point. Now, again, obviously that could change, but as we said here on Wednesday, it looks like I would say more the FCS route, which means somebody to compete that has some experience, that's probably won some games at that level against George McIntyre and Faison Brandon.
So would that change how you project the QB1 conversation right now? What I mean by that is if Tennessee had brought in Sam Leavitt and signed him, he was going to start. Nobody would have questioned that. Right now, would you say maybe George McIntyre becomes the favorite in the conversation, or is that even difficult to answer without knowing for sure who the FCS quarterback could be?
I mean, I would take George Faison, that combination, over anybody in the FCS route as of right now. Now, nobody had Trinidad Chambliss doing what he's done at Ole Miss either. So I think, again, you have to take it with everything with a slow approach. But as far as the two that are currently on the roster, George and Faison are, looking like that they would make the most sense. And we've got kids walking in from school, so this is probably going to get loud. So I'm just letting you guys know. But you'd have to take George McIntyre just based off the fact that he has been in the building for a year.
That was Austin Price yesterday. By the way, he went to a library for us. He went above and beyond as there was a cellular phone outage, which a lot of people probably figured out yesterday. So thanks to Austin yesterday.
I didn't have it, so what?
Yeah, it was good over here. There were some distracts posted by competing cell phone companies. That was funny to see yesterday. So an FCS quarterback, most likely it would seem, to come in and compete against George McIntyre and Faison Brandon.
I got an idea.
Okay.
I don't know how you feel about this, but I'm going to let the quarterbacks compete. I'm going to embrace a quarterback competition. Tennessee's going to go out and add another one. And I'm not going to crown the quarterback January the 15th. I'm going to encourage the quarterbacks who are in the room to go compete and earn it and win the job instead of wanting it to be handed to them. Not saying that they want it to be handed to them, but I do find it weird that we live in a day and age where us grown-ups love to point the finger at the young generation about how entitled they are, but we're the ones that's crowning a QB1 in January. Let's let them work. Let's let them earn it. Let's let them grind. Let's let them go through some adversity. Let's let them get frustrated. Let's let them have a bad day and see how they bounce back the next day. Like, let's let them go through that before we start saying this guy's QB1 or this guy's QB2. Like, embrace competition, man. Let's get it done. I think both guys have tremendous upside. They're athletic. But, sorry, no one's won the job. And I said this about Jake Merklinger. When Nico left, he had the advantage. He was in the system. He was there with those receivers. He was the only dude on campus with any experience. He should have won the job based on that, but he didn't. He let Aguilar come in and take the job away from him after only being on campus 3 months. George has the advantage right now. He's throwing with his quarterbacks. It's so normal for a quarterback to throw with his receivers in the offseason. I didn't see as a big deal that it was pitchers out there, honestly. But we live in a day and age where, hey, man, everything is documented.
Yeah.
And people post it because, hey, they get those views, and that's good for, their content.
But it makes perfect sense they're down there. Classes have not started yet for the spring semester. The weather obviously is better there than here. You can get down there and you can work out.
And they need some time away. Like, they've been going hard, especially those receivers, man. They run a lot. They've been going hard. So get away, get your work in for a couple of hours a day. You don't have a bunch of film sessions and all this stuff in class. You deserve an opportunity to go somewhere nice, relax, chill, and
make
also
good decisions. Obviously,
get your work in as well too. So yeah, man, like I love it, man, because if you are a quarterback, if you are a receiver on this roster, you really don't care who throws you the ball, because you should be working on yourself, and it's the quarterback's job to win the job. But it would be nice if George was the quarterback, because you at least caught some passes from him. You had some throwing sessions with him. But when Tennessee brings in another quarterback, if you're a receiver, you got to learn a new guy all over again. And it just would be easier if George won the job. But let him go win it. Let's not give him the job. Let him go win it, man. The kid is so special. He's so mature. Remember, we had him on when he committed to Tennessee.
Yeah.
George could have commanded a ton of money just to come here, but George he wasn't about that. He got paid now, don't get me wrong. He got paid a lot, but he has embraced the process really, really well. Let's see what he can do.
You're also right on the outside. Too often, we're not patient enough allowing the athletes to be patient. Ty Simpson, in his second year, he wasn't ready, and I'll bet a ton of Alabama fans thought, well, this guy's a bust.
Yeah.
Now he's about to be a first-round pick in the NFL draft. And there are a ton of examples. Arch Manning, after 1 year when Quinn Ewers was coming back, well, I guess he'll transfer. And the Manning said, no, we're gonna be patient. Dante Moore, he's got to go pro. He's going to be a first-round pick. Moore decided, I need another year in college.
Yeah.
And I think those are smart decisions. We'll continue the conversation. 865-656-9900 if you'd like to be part of it. Presented by Junk Beyond on Josh and Swain.
For details on how to match up the timing on the Vol Network audio with games carried on TV, text the word MATCH to 865-656-9900. That's MATCH to 656-9900.
At Ingles, we know the ever-present struggle of, what am I going to make for dinner this week? That's why we started the Ingles Table. It's all waiting for you at ingles-markets.com. Ingles. Low prices. Love the savings.
Time now for a Sports Animals Sports Minute.
In the NFL, the New York Giants are closing in on an agreement to make John Harbaugh their team's next head coach. Harbaugh has spent the last 18 seasons as coach of the Baltimore Ravens, going 180 and 113 while winning a Super Bowl before he was fired last week after the team missed the playoffs this year. The Giants have gone 7-27 over the past two seasons and fired former head coach Brian Daboll in November. NBA games in action tonight at 7 o'clock. The Suns visit the Pistons. At 7:30, the Heat welcome the Celtics. The Thunder take on the Rockets. 8 o'clock, Spurs meet the Bucks. 8:30, the Jazz visit the Mavericks. 10 o'clock, Warriors host the Knicks. Hawks take on the Trailblazers. And the Lakers host the Hornets at 10:30. NHL tonight at 7, Canadians visit the Sabres. Flyers take on the Penguins. Sharks visit the Capitals. Blue Jackets host the Canucks. 8 o'clock, Kraken visit the Bruins. Wild take on the Jets. 8:30, Flames visit the Blackhawks. And at 9 o'clock, the Oilers take on the Islanders. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy. In 2011, I founded Wesley Financial Group with one goal in mind, to help honest folks out of their timeshares permanently. Today, I run Wesley with my two sons, a real family business, treating every client and every employee like we'd want our own family treated. That philosophy has helped us grow into the largest, most trusted timeshare cancellation company in the United States. Fortune magazine even recognized us as one of the best places to work. Why? Because we genuinely care. In fact, some of our former clients were so moved by their experience working with us, they joined our team so they could help others to timeshare freedom. If you're stuck in a timeshare, give us a call. Let our family help your family.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit kit. 800-858-1199. That's 800-858-1199. 800-858-1199.
Hey there, beautiful. It's a new year, and it's time for a new crush. And I'm the Cadillac Casanova. This January at Cadillac of Knoxville, I'm starting the year with a little temptation. Interest rates as low as 2.9 on XT5s, Optics, Lyrics, and Vistix. Go ahead, treat yourself. Sleek style, refined comfort, and a drive that knows how to make the first move. But don't wait too long, sweetheart. These January specials won't last long. Start the new year falling hard with the Cadillac Casanova at Cadillac of Knoxville.
A farm, a family, and a tradition of premium fresh sausage that's lasted almost a century. Using only the freshest ingredients and finest cuts of meat for flavor that is locked in instantly. Each bite of Swaggerty's Farm sausage transports you back to a warm, cozy southern kitchen, leaving you satisfied and ready to take on the day. Swaggerty's Farm, quite possibly the best tasting sausage in America. Now available at your local retailers.
Every day is the perfect day to invest in your health. If you're dealing with migraines, digestive issues, chronic pain, or constant fatigue, Marble City Family Chiropractic is here to help. Doctors Jason and Alicia Bloom provide personalized chiropractic care for every age, from newborns to seniors. Their approach is rooted in the 5 essentials of health and healing, focusing on nutrition, exercise, spinal correction, and a mindset shift toward lifelong wellness. Call Marble City Family Chiropractic today at 865-766-2081 or visit MarbleCityChiropractic.com to schedule your consultation today.
Temperatures are dropping, and if you're starting a DIY project this winter, you need cold weather building materials. A.G. Hines Company in downtown Knoxville has everything you need: materials, tools, and more than 100 years experience to answer your questions and help you get the job done right. Make them the best first stop you can make when it comes to your winter construction and do-it-yourself projects. Visit them in-store or online at aghines.com. A.G. Hines Company. That's AGHEINS.com.
At Average Amy's Coffee Corner, our coffee has caffeine, our muffins are cooked, and our services, well, we're here. Come on by for an average cup of joe.
Average doesn't build great businesses. Cumulus Digital does, outperforming industry benchmarks by more than 25%. We deliver smarter digital marketing to over 4,000 local businesses every month and drive real, measurable growth. You're not average. Your marketing results shouldn't be either. Visit cumulusdigital.com to start outperforming today.
Since 1956, Standard Kitchen and Bath has been serving the East Tennessee area with professional kitchen and bath sales and design. Family owned and operated, Larry Finley and his son Scott offer custom and affordable cabinetry lines from quality brands like Soul Design Cabinetry. From remodeling to new construction, the professionals at Standard Kitchen and Bath can help you design any space. Call 694-0068, standardkitchen.com, or stop by the showroom, Kingston Pike, next to Grayson Hyundai. They're not just selling cabinets, but designs and ideas that will transform your kitchen or bath into something you'll love.
This report is sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance.
Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
Temperatures plummet today with highs at or below freezing, but feeling more like the teens the bulk of the day. Now, any lingering flurries will gradually taper, but we are looking ahead to another system that could bring us another quick shot of rain and some elevation snow closing out the week. In the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Sydney Sullivan.
Hey, I'm Josh Hemphill, right here in Knoxville. Let's talk about something that's not always top of mind, but still really important: life insurance. The Josh Hemphill State Farm team can help you understand options that best fit your family. Contact us right here in Farragut at 865-675-3999.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by Junk Be Gone. Rent any dumpster at regular rate and get 2 extra days free. Junk Be Gone, the bee's knees of junk removal for 2 decades.
This is Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. Corey asked this question in the text box. Not the first time it's been asked. It'll be asked again, I'm sure. Why is it always a transfer quarterback that we need? When do we question why the recruits aren't working here? Nico's the only recruit we have started. high school recruit, obviously referring to, and he wasn't what we thought he would be.
Yeah, I mean, you're 0 for 1 there. I mean, I can't even count Merklinger because, I mean, I never saw him as a starter. You know, Taven Jackson, I never really saw him as a starter. But if you want to throw him in there, you can. But the guy that you went all in for that you thought was going to be, a program quarterback, 0 for 1, Nico. Now, one time did I hear Taven Jackson and Merklinger in the same conversation as Nico. So, yeah, like you don't want to miss there, but when you do, you have to go to the portal. And you have to think about when Josh Heupel got here. Like, I'm not making excuses for him because I won't make excuses for him, but I will be fair. And when he first got here, he had Hendon. It didn't look good enough. He had to dismiss a couple he had to dismiss some quarterbacks, had to run some dudes off.
Mm-hmm.
And so that impacted the numbers. And then you brought in Joe, so you had those two. And then you got Nico, and you felt like he was going to be the guy for when Joe left. And then you realized he wasn't. So now you had to go and kind of restock the cupboard. And it's been difficult to do that because now you're relying on some young players because you lost the quarterbacks that you did lose that was supposed to be a little bit older for you and more experienced in this position, but they're not here. So I give Josh Heupel some grace there, but the Nico stuff was bad, and that's what gets coaches in trouble. It got Pruitt in trouble, amongst other things, but really he just was unable to bring in the right quarterback. He just was unable to do it. And that gets you in trouble. And, for Josh, he has the opportunity with George to kind of break that and redeem himself from the Nico thing and then, phase on. But, again, it goes back to the conversations we've been having about playing young guys who are physically, maybe not ready. And it's not us just saying it. Oh, the radio guys are saying it, man. I mean, no, it's the coaches who are saying this by their actions.
Yeah.
By going to the portal and looking for a more experienced guy. They're not looking for the guy that's the same age as these players that we already have. They're looking for more experience, somebody who's more physically developed and mentally developed to give themselves a little bit of a net. So, yeah, like that's why they're continuing to look at quarterbacks, because it's important to have 3 on your roster. Like, I don't care if it's just the one body. You got to have 3 because 2 can get hurt in one season, and then we'll have Deshaun Bishop running the Wildcat for 4 quarters. So you got to have 3. You can't force a kid to be ready. You can only give them the tools to develop. If they show you they're ready, if they develop and they show you the maturity, then you give them the job. But you don't give them the job until they prove that to you first. That's the way it works. At every position, definitely at quarterback. Jobs are not given. Positions are not given. You have to earn those. So let these dudes earn it.
And that process will begin. You could argue already has begun.
Already begun.
Yeah. In the winter workout time frame with spring to go, and then I'd say we'll continue into the summer as well with this quarterback battle. We'll continue with one segment to go. We have an attaboy to hand out in our final segment coming up right here on Josh and Swain.
You're either in or you're out. And some things need to be kept in. And some things need to be kept out.
Whether it's for safety, curb appeal, or privacy, Cantrell Fence Company separates the in from the out. Aluminum, wood, vinyl, or chain link, we can meet your needs. Let us help you keep what's important in and the rest out. Get your instant estimate today at CantrellFence.com.
Picture this: snowflakes falling, fire pit crackling, and you floating in 104-degree bliss while the world freezes. Right now, Dynasty Spas in Athens is stocked with the most comfortable hot tubs and swim spas built right here in East Tennessee. Buy today and get everything: insulated cover, step, starter kit, and delivery. No hidden fees, just instant winner magic. Visit DynastySpas.com, stop off exit 49 in Athens, or give them a ring at 423-745-1425. Don't just survive winter, dominate it in total luxury. Dynasty Spas of Athens. Your winter just got hot.
By texting 64000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from IQ Bar. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at eatiqbar.com/policy/terms of service.
I've got good news and bad news. Here's the bad news. Most protein bars are packed with sugar and unpronounceable ingredients. The good news? There's a better option. I'm Will, and I created IQ Bar plant protein bars to empower doers like you with clean, delicious, low-sugar brain and body fuel. IQ bars are packed with 12 grams of protein, brain nutrients like magnesium and lion's mane, and zero weird stuff. And right now, you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products, plus free shipping. Try our delicious IQ Bar sampler pack with 7 plant protein bars, 4 hydration mixes, and 4 enhanced coffee sticks. Clean ingredients, amazing taste, and you'll love how you feel. Refuel smarter, hydrate harder, caffeinate larger with IQ Bar.
Now you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products, plus free shipping when you text IQ Bar to 64,000. Text IQ Bar to 64,000 to get your 20% off. That's IQ Bar to 64,000.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy. In 2011, I founded Wesley Financial Group with one goal in mind, to help honest folks out of their timeshares permanently. Today, I run Wesley with my 2 sons, a real family business, treating every client and every employee like we'd want our own family treated. That philosophy has helped us grow into the largest cancellation company in the United States. Fortune magazine even recognized us as one of the best places to work. Why? Because we genuinely care. In fact, some of our former clients were so moved by their experience working with us, they joined our team so they could help others to timeshare freedom. If you're stuck in a timeshare, give us a call. Let our family help your family.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit kit. 800-858-1199. That's 800-858-1199. 800-858-1199.
Looking to grow your business? If you want to reach passionate sports fans across Tennessee, 99.1 The Sports Animal is your perfect partner. With exclusive coverage of the Tennessee games, plus daily talk shows you can have originating at your place of business, featuring your favorite host. Sports Talk with John and Vince from 6 to 9 a.m. Eric Ainge and Brian Rice, 9 to noon. Josh and Swain from noon to 3. And Tyler and Will from 3 to 7 p.m. When our hosts endorse your business, it pays out the day for game insights, hot takes, and local buzz. Advertising on 99.1 The Sports Animal means more visibility, more brand awareness, and more customers walking through your door. Reach your goals. Grow your business. Contact Kimberly Parker today by texting the word business to 865-656-9900. Business to 865-656-9900. Let's make your brand a part of the game. Never miss a second of sports. Download the updated Sports Animal app right now.
We're back for the final segment of Josh and Swain. We will hand out an attaboy before we close things out. Cool story. Connection, father and son, that we'll tell you about coming up in just a moment. Attaboys every day, telling you about good things happening, sometimes in sports, sometimes out in the real world. Also wanted to take a couple of minutes. I'll try to make this a happy, positive couple of minutes. So I want to wish a happy birthday to my dad. This is a little bit tougher one to hand out today. So some people know, some people don't. So part of it, I want to thank a lot of people for support. Swain, you're included in that. So my dad passed away last week, and it's been tough. But today's his birthday, and I was in and out the last couple of weeks, and I said I wanted to make it more positive. So I want to thank everybody for the support. Also wanted to tell a story. So I've worked here since 2001. So this is my 25th year. And the story I like to tell, I'm kind of like my dad here. He liked to tell stories. He liked to repeat stories too. But the story is when I was young, I'm an introvert. I'm quiet, very shy. And I would listen to sports talk radio with him in the car. I'd listen to Mike Keith. I'd listen to John and Jimmy. And I said, hey, Dad, I think someday I want to be a sports talk radio host. And he said to me, that's great, but you might want to have a plan B,
because you don't really talk. And it was a funny story because he was right, and at the time, that was not the expectation that I would become a sports talk radio host. And I remember starting here in high school, and I think people here were like, I don't know if this is going to work out with a microphone, if you're going to be able to talk in front of people. And obviously ended up working out. And he was super supportive. He was a fan. He listened to us. He would I talked to him on the phone, and he'd say stuff like, so what's Swain saying about the quarterback situation? He wanted to get the inside scoop. So it's been tough, but I appreciate all the support, and I'm going to miss him.
Yeah, man. It's never easy go through this. I remember meeting your dad for the first time. We were doing a remote out in Alcoa, and he rolled up, and man, he was so proud of you, and hearing the stories about him at the service last night, man, just warmed my heart. And I know he's super proud of you, man, reaching your goal and continuing to bring energy and passion and joy to covering Tennessee. And I know people can feel it, they can hear it when they listen to you. And so I know it's been a rough go these last couple of weeks, but we got your back, man. We got your back, and glad that you are with us and on our team. And I know your dad be proud of everything you're doing right now.
Yep. Thank you very much. My 3-year-old daughter, Nora, today, she said, does Papa Monty, does he get a big cake in heaven? I said, he gets the biggest cake.
That's right. The
biggest cake. So,
yep.
So messages coming in right now. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, sincerely, for all the support. As right now, we hand out today's attaboy.
I just wanted to come by and congratulate you on the great work you've been doing.
I like your style. You remind me of a young me.
Failure is not an option.
That boy is good.
Homes, remind yourself, nobody built like you. You design yourself.
Attaboy.
So appropriate, I think, Swain. We hand out attaboys and attagirls every day, those doing good accomplishments, those being recognized, and there's a father-son connection to this story. The Charlotte Hornets announced they are going to retire Del Curry's number 30 jersey in the home arena Raptors March 19th against the Orlando Magic. Of course, his son Steph Curry has become one of the great all-time players, many believe the greatest shooter of all time. He learned a lot of that from his father, Del, who was a great shooter. He was the 1994 Sixth Man of the Year. He is second in career points scored for the Hornets. Some are still holding out hope that Steph will finish his career in Charlotte. My guess is he finishes where it's begun there with the Golden State Warriors. But Del Curry, that's deserved. I think a lot of people know he's a good player. Probably don't recognize, man, he's almost 10,000 points just with the Hornets. He did play in different cities, but second in Hornets history, 1994 Sixth Man of the Year. And in March, his number 30 will go up in the rafters there in Charlotte.
Yeah, real cool, man. He also played with the Toronto Raptors. Little Steph Curry was always around, shooting the basketball, so he's around it. And when you think about Seth Curry, who also in and out of the league. I know he started with the Warriors. He's not with the Warriors anymore, but Seth went on to play at Duke. But man, he is a legend there in Charlotte, and to have his number retired, and that's special. And it's really cool to see his sons rock the number 30, like his dad. So when you think about Charlotte Hornets, man, you think about those starter jackets back in the day, and you think about those cool colors. But Del Curry, man, stroking that three-point shot for the Hornets. You'll never forget it when you go in that arena and you see that number 30 jersey hanging high.
I still haven't figured out why Virginia Tech passed on Seth Curry. Steph, I get it. He was first up. He was undersized. They didn't think he was going to make it. But then you see Seth coming along. Wouldn't you think, well, let's not miss twice. Let's see. And then Seth goes to Liberty, transfers to Duke, and then makes it to the NBA.
Was that Seth Greenberg there?
Yeah. I like Seth Greenberg, but that didn't work out for him. He made a mistake.
Yeah, that wasn't smart. I mean, he dropped the ball twice.
Yeah, but hey, this is Attaboy, so we're focusing on the positive, and the positive is Del Curry gets his number 30 retired. Love the connection that he's had with both of his sons. Steph Curry is a star player in the NBA, and Seth making it there as well. So an Attaboy to Del Curry, March 19th, number 30, going up in the Rafters. He played for the Raptors.
Dude, it's difficult.
Yep. So at this point, I'm just trying to wrap the show up. An attaboy to Del Curry.
That's right, man. That's right. Thank you for all the love, support for my guy Josh, and man, we'll do it again tomorrow. We'll do it at Beatty Chevrolet.
That's right. We'll be at Beatty on Parkside Drive, and we'll have some fun getting ready for the weekend. 21 hours from now, Swain, will we have a quarterback update in the transfer portal? There might be some names that go in between now and noon tomorrow.
Likely that we could know more tomorrow than we know today. How about that?
I do think that's likely.
Yeah, I think it's likely. How about that?
It will also be a big football Friday because your Bears will get ready for the Rams this weekend.
Bear down. I got the big orange dog right here next to me. Positivity is what we're promoting here. Packers, who y'all play this weekend?
Oh.
I didn't forget. I didn't forget the messages last week. I didn't forget, Josh. I ain't say anything all week. I didn't say anything all week. I know I said a little something yesterday, but I ain't say anything to the people who were trolling me about this game.
The high right now for Sunday is 19 degrees, low of 2 in Chicago.
Colder.
Yeah.
Colder.
Final minute here. I did see Sean McVay, in a way, acknowledge there's been some communication with Matt LaFleur, perhaps trying to help the Rams knock out the Bears. But that's great. That's fun. That's what this is about.
Yeah, I love it.
I want the rivalry
to
mean something there with Green Bay and Chicago, and it does.
Let's go. Let's go, man.
Yep.
That's what football's all about.
All right, we're going to go every day. We're presented by Junk Begun. Joel Silverberg producing. Thank you. We appreciate you. And I'll say one more time, bunch of messages coming in the text box. Really appreciate it. Really do. We'll see you tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Thank you for hanging out with us here today. For Jason Swain of VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver, I'm Josh Ward. Talk to you tomorrow at 12 o'clock right here on Josh and Swain.
Hey, I'm Chris Van Vliet. This is Insight with Chris Van Vliet. Go behind